Save it for the show. Save it for the show. Save it for the show.
Save it. Save it, please.
I'm saving it for the
Save it.
show.
Saving it for the show.
Save it for the show.
There's a show?
Oh, it's a show.
It's a show. Look
It's
at
a
that.
joke.
There's
It's a
show.
joke.
Pumpkin guy.
Yo, I love this character from fucking Ghostbusters, Sam Hain. Used to scare the shit out of you. He'd be like, hey, Ghostbusters!
So,
You remember?
the real Ghostbusters, I'm guessing?
Yeah. You never seen him?
Yeah.
I remember that from the movie.
Yeah.
Cartoon or the movie?
Yeah, he was a great
Cool.
character.
Very cool.
I don't remember that.
All right, I guess we saved it for the show. All right, we out, people. Thank you for joining us. Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Time. Brush your teeth.
All right, let's ride. Yo! I can't fucking breathe! Uh-oh. Looks like my camera's been unplugged. How does my camera get unplugged? I didn't even touch it.
Maybe.
Yo. Yes. I can't even fucking talk. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special episode of Enter the Realm. It's the Enter the Realm Holiday Special! Welcome to the show, people. And I'm gonna try to slide over here and fuck with my camera while we're talking and see if I get this fucking thing to work. Because it was just working. Oh,
I didn't do it. I swear. It was me.
It's a ghost. A ghost.
There's
see,
your cat.
you gotta-
List.
there it is. There it is. But now I'm all out of whack. I'm all out of Kerouac. Dude, can you guys even hear me? 'Cause I can't hear me.
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, that's great. I sound muffled. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys in the chat squad for joining us for a special Halloween special. ETR, I can't fucking breathe, guys. I don't know how long we're gonna be doing this for,
Take
but
deep breaths.
mine.
All night long.
Oh, look, the glasses. Brian, that looks great.
Wow, that's a good. That's a
That's a
look,
good
Lumpy.
look.
Lumpy's in the house. Let's say what's up to Lumpy. Brian Brink, what's up, dude? Let's go right to you because I'm having a problem.
How are
breathing.
you guys?
I'm good.
Happy Halloween.
I got to hand out candy today before the show. That was fun.
Yeah? Did you get a lot of trick-or-treaters?
Oh, I got
Someone needs to screen grab that.
The trick or treater.
Did you see it with the fucking with the straw?
I like the hands. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
We had a good amount of trick-or-treaters this year. I was handing out glow sticks, and the kids wanted those more than the candy. They were just grabbing the glow sticks out of the bowl.
Wow.
It's like, come back here and get some candy.
They're like, nah, it's okay. We got 6 tabs of ecstasy. We're gonna have a rave in the back cornfield.
Dust,
no.
you'll love this one guy. He's got his 2 daughters with him, and he rolls up and gets real close, and I was like, smells like Baltimore out here. He's having a good night.
With his daughters, fucking bum. What a piece of shit. But it's okay. We're having a great time tonight. Guys, we've been in here for 3 hours without you. Not really. It was 3 minutes, but I've been here for 3 hours, but getting shit ready for tonight. And I'm happy. I'm having a good day today. I'm happy to be with these people right now. I'm trying to buy some time so I could slide over to the other side of the sound spectrum and say what's up to the one and only Hurricane B.
What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween.
I don't think this is gonna last long, guys.
Yes, I can't. I can't see. I can't drink. I can't see. I'm having a hard time.
This is the part of Halloween when you're trick-or-treating, when if you're wearing a mask, it now goes on your head.
Okay, so this is good. We could do this.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah, okay. I could do like a. I was gonna say Tony Danza. Holy shit.
What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween. What's up? I'm good. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoying the holiday. Do we call this a holiday? Is this a holiday?
Yeah, it's you know,
Holiday.
as much as it's kind of like
There's-
dwindling a little bit in
if
some
there's
places.
a section in the department store for it, it's a holiday.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. That's
Yeah,
super
if
true.
they're putting it up after summer and taking it down even before Thanksgiving's here and Christmas is up, it is definitely
Definitely. Well,
a holiday. I needed a drink there. So how was it? How was it in New York? It was a lot of shit going on in the city. A lot of people walking around.
you know what? Like, I didn't see too much this year, honestly. Like, usually at the day of, you see all the kids walking around and hitting all the stores. Because, you know, the door-to-door trick-or-treating, at least as far as I'm concerned, at least in this area, it's very rare.
Really? So what are they
usually
doing in the city now?
They do Halloween parties and stuff like that. Like, buildings usually will do, like, just a gathering where all the kids go.
Okay.
And have candy for everybody handed out, you know, things like that. And kids will go around to, like, the local stores, and the stores will hand out candy, which is cool. Stuff like that.
It's kind of like weird. Like around here, also like the door-to-door stuff has been kind of like slowing down. They're doing what they call trunk or treat. And they're like meeting in like big parking lots like Lowe's or Walmart or something like that. And everybody would just put candy in their trunk and everybody would the kids would walk around the parking lot. Now, like growing back up in Brooklyn, I think that's pretty shitty. I think it's pretty lazy because back in Brooklyn, when you went block to block, you had them steps. You got to go all the way up, the steps all the way down. You know what I mean? Like
knock door to door and all the
knock
buildings, bro,
door to
on the
door.
block.
As long as they had a light on or they had some sort of Halloween decoration, you knocked on that door. You know, and 9 out of 10 times you got some candy.
Why
So
don't they just load all the kids up in the elevator, and they get in the hallway, and then the door opens, ding dong, throw all the candy in the elevator, ding
Well-
dong, throw all the candy in the elevator.
when I lived in the projects, that was great. You would just go into the building and just hit floor to floor, just hit every door. Like we would all just go in the elevator, then we come down and go to the other, and then they started locking the doors.
yeah.
And then the crime came in around 85, and they locked all the doors, and you didn't have keys to get in, so you couldn't. So then if we got into one, we crossed the roof and went down the stairs and went down that way. So, you know, that's how you did it in the city. But, you know, we did a lot of walking back then. A lot of walking.
Yes, I still do.
A lot of walking.
But yeah.
Chan,
man.
how was
So,
your...
yeah.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, yeah, just like I said, felt like it was low key. You know what I'm saying? But just happy to be here. Best part of
It's
my
Tuesday, man. It don't matter. There's no rules tonight. We just do whatever the fuck we want. Say Halloween. Take your mask off. You seem like you're having a hard time breathing there. We're going to call 911 on your ass.
I'm breathing
Cut a hole.
slowly.
Yeah, you need to cut like a hole so you can
I know.
put a straw in there or something.
So I'm not gonna lie, like this is a getup I had from years ago, and this Chewbacca mask it covered the whole front. So I cut out the mouth part and I put a beard on so that I could enjoy myself at a party.
Oh,
That's perfect.
there you
That's
go.
perfect.
And also
Conversation.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. without
Still
having
look-
to.
You still look like Lumpy from the
Oh, there's your horn.
from the Christmas special. The kid. He's looking at porn. Lumpy was looking at porn.
Yikes.
Let's see if we can find that.
Chan, what's up?
Not much. I have a lot of hair right now.
Happy Halloween. What's
Happy
going on there?
Halloween. Just low key chilling. You know, hung out today. I cleaned out the fireplace and
Ooh, did some
hung out with the
work.
dogs.
Oh, wow.
Cleaned out the fireplace. You guys have a fireplace?
Yeah. Yeah. In the dining room.
A building that old has to have a fireplace.
Yeah, it actually does too,
Many,
but the one
many.
in the living room's boarded over, so that'll get cleaned out at some point. Yeah, just really chilling out. We don't get much as far as like trick-or-treaters around here or anything like that, so it was mostly just mellow, and yeah, that's about it. Spent my afternoon getting ready for this, because this wig is very hard to put on, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm sitting on the rest of the hair. Look at this.
Well, that's what I was like. I was like, you know what? These costumes are gonna last like the first 15 minutes.
Oh, look at all the
then
hair.
then
All
we're
hair.
back to our normal, repertoire.
I don't know. I might wear this more often because it's really fun.
Over here it's like, ha, nice. There it is. He looks like Lumpy. Look at him. He looks like Lumpy. Oh, you know what? He looks like the dad from Teen Wolf. when the dad from Teen Wolf, talks to Marty McFly
Yeah.
about being a werewolf. But here I am I'm in a development with 800 apartments and not one kid anywhere to be found.
No
Is
kidding.
it because you live in one of them old communities, like the
Yeah,
old
I mean
people?
they go down to mansions and the big the houses with the
My
more
joke was
money.
lost.
This is the
You don't
ghetto
live
shit,
in-
man.
You don't live in one of them older, like 50+ communities.
No, soon. I can't wait till I move there so I don't have to get kids anymore.
Well,
You
there's
know,
no
like-
kids there now.
Oh, there's plenty. There's all over the place, the kids.
Maybe they go to the better neighborhoods.
Yes, they go to the better neighborhoods, Mansion Row, and they go where the money's at. They're not getting the little peanut butter cups. They're getting the medium-sized peanut butter cups.
Dude, my Halloween candy was kind of lame. It was the little candy bars are little squares, and the kids
Oh,
come
man.
up, and I'm just like, they're like picking through. I was like, get in there, grab a handful.
Yeah.
They're small.
Yes. You notice how small they be? Yeah, there's like
Dude, I think they got smaller this year.
it's like a small. It's like an
I couldn't
acid.
find
It's
them.
like an
I
acid
couldn't even-
drop. I'm like,
I
what the
couldn't
fuck?
find a medium one. Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ! It's like a fucking aspirin.
I think about it now. Maybe it's because I'm older now and stuff, but the full candy bar situation. Like, I think if I was a kid now, like, sure, it's cool. It's a status symbol, but I don't know if I could eat like a whole candy bar. I want to sample all the different ones.
Oh,
So,
instead of
I
having
think
one
having the
flavor, you
smaller
want a
ones are
little bit of
good.
everything. Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't disagree with that, but we
It's too
lucked
much.
out. There was a lady who worked for Hershey that lived in our neighborhood, and they would go away for Halloween, and she would just put boxes out of full-size candy bars and whole bags of M&Ms and stuff. Just leave the boxes open on their porch.
Well, real quick, before we get any further here, you may have noticed we're down a member tonight. Jeremy B is out trick-or-treating, and he will be hopefully joining us soon.
and say some prayers because he lost one of his kids.
Yeah, one of the kids took off on him. Oof.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I guess,
So,
I think all the girls in his neighborhood dressed up like Taylor Swift, and he just couldn't tell them apart.
It's a possibility. That does happen.
And guys out there, everybody in the chat squad, we will be opening up the doors. If you want to hop in and join us, we will be opening up the doors sometime soon. So stick around and wait for that. So if you want to hop in and join us and hang out with us on the Halloween special, you can come in and hang out with us and say,
Trick or treat,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow, nice mellow night tonight, man. No thing. Oh, wait a minute, we do, right? We
there's
still have
things.
segments, right? Are we still? Oh, yeah, we are. Are we doing the? Brian, you ready?
Can be.
Let's get it out of here. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's get all the nonsense out of the way. So we got not nonsense, it's Halloween. We got some segments. We got some videos to play tonight. A lot of things going on here tonight on the special.
Stuff and things.
Things and stuff.
I feel like a goofball in this wig. I need to wear a wig more often because I just feel ridiculous, man.
Dude, my mom would wear wigs back in
Yo,
the 80s.
Brian, I'm like now I'm thinking not just Chewbacca, but I'm also getting reminded like Brian looks like the dad from Teen Wolf.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He looks like when right? He does. Someone bring up that picture real quick because we need to see that. You want to get the breaking news out of the way, Brian?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've got my hand on the button.
All right, let's go. Breaking news. All right. Well, yeah,
Right,
at least
coming up quick. Not this weekend, but the weekend after this weekend. Is that the weekend after next, or the weekend after, or the whatever? But it's Legion's Con, Saturday and Sunday, November 11th to 12th.
Serious.
Is it Wayne? No. Yes. It's like a town just south of Wayne. Wow, I'm terrible at this. I used to
South
know
of
the
Wayne.
name. It's right near Wayne.
They could Google it.
It's super close to Wayne. 2 days.
Shout out to Wayne. It's
Our
in the
friends
chat.
Cashbox Custom will be there with some new products. And hey, look, man, if you like the Legions, whether they be cosmic or mythic, go stop by. They got some pretty cool exclusives, and if you like people making custom stuff, man, this is just gonna blow your damn mind. Blow it.
Blow it.
Blow it.
Blow it.
But in addition to that, we got the Wayne Toy Show. The next one is this weekend, November 4th. That of course is in Wayne. It's named after that. There's no mistaking that. And then also we have a Toy Con coming up in about a month or so. That's Saturday and Sunday, December 9th and 10th. That's up in Parsippany now, right?
Parsippany.
They're not
Yep,
in
they
Wayne
went back to the
anymore.
original
Back to the
Parsippany.
PAL at Parsippany. And let's see here. Also,
I like the
that
Parsippany
weekend,
location.
we have the wonderful NJCC.
And
Free parking, Cherry Hill. Same weekend as Toy Con. We're gonna have to split our time and see what's what.
Yeah, I won't be going to any of them. I'm fucking locked down that weekend.
No way.
None of
Yeah,
them?
I got no help, man. I can't go anywhere. I'm lucky to get the Sundays I've been getting off, so I've been taking as many Sundays off as I can because I know November, December, I am locked down.
About Thanksgiving, Dutz.
Done. No way. I ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
I'm having a
That
gobbler.
stinks.
I'm eating a gobbler with fucking Loki.
Yes.
I know. This is just a bad year.
So NJCC coming up, and we have December 10th, Legends Con, with the Mega Door Prize, the HasLab Galactus. HasLabs are
Dust.
fucking on fire this year. I think every HasLab this year has funded. That's the Dragonfly, the Ghost, the Giant Man, which did that end last week? Or was that 2 weeks
Yeah, we
ago?
did it
Anyway,
live on the
It had
show,
a
remember?
meteoric rise on the last day. Just
Remember we did it live on the show?
nuts.
Live,
Oh, that's
baby.
right, we did do it live.
Wow.
Haha, we did. I
You don't even
forgot.
drink as much as I do. I remember
And
that.
yeah, so hey, I live in the present. I live in the present.
That's a good idea.
And yeah, and then their Ghostbusters Proton Pack funded yesterday, or not? the
Wow,
Proton
already?
Pack. Yeah, not the Proton Pack. The Trap and the PKE meter funded yesterday.
Yo, those
so-
Ghostbuster fucking cosplay dudes.
So Giant Man took the whole
Giant-
time, and this thing, boom, bam. Really
Bam.
fantastic stuff. If you're into Ghostbusters cosplay and you got that Proton Pack, I think it's a no-brainer to get this thing. It's looks like from inside the Ghostbuster inner circles, they say the price is good, considering. What's
Well, if you wanted to get it now, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Sorry.
And also, if you're going to these cons, don't forget your merch. And if you think it's too cold for a t-shirt, well, you can always go get a hoodie too. With the new
Ooh.
Rock
Hoodie.
faction symbol on there.
That's a nice one.
Look at that. The
Pullovers
jackal symbol.
and zips.
Oh.
And yeah, so if you don't like hoods, you can get a long sleeve t-shirt. There you go.
All right.
I like it.
Present. Make friends.
That's it. Breaking fucking news, people.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Who's this person in the chat? I can't write them down. They don't have a name.
They have no name.
Yeah, who is
Uh-oh.
that?
Oh my goodness! It looks
Oh,
like
no,
an
it's Turtle?
Turtle.
Is that
Looks
a
like
turtle?
or something.
Did I just
Well,
write
now-
down
now
turtle?
his name's
I'm writing
Turtle.
down
His
turtle.
name's Turtle.
All right,
Awesome.
we got
Halloween
turtle.
isn't as popular with the kids of today. the past 2 neighborhoods I lived in, I don't see any of them trick or treating.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
my
that's
area
because-
just sucks.
That's because most community centers and churches started doing trunk or treat.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, the trunk or treats, or they meet up in an
Yeah.
area and they do that. So it kind of stinks. Like I said, they're not putting the work in. You got to get your legs fucking hurting for the night. Earn that
Rock
candy.
Jesus, Rogos Rider was last year, buddy. Last
But
year.
yeah,
Last year.
Last.
Talk
I'm sure.
about
And you
living
know what?
in the
A lot of townships around here, like I know, some people have like their Halloween parties on that Saturday, and they do the trick or treat the Saturday prior to Halloween if it doesn't fall on a Saturday. Sometimes.
Yeah.
And then
Our old neighborhood did it like the Friday or Thursday.
And what's
before.
funny is people come to that neighborhood for Saturday, and then they go to the other neighborhoods so they double dip.
Your mama hands out the full size ones.
Yeah,
He
the
must
tricks.
live in a toddler farm or something
Wow,
like that.
full
90
size
kids.
bars. What?
Good grief.
90 full size bars. Look at you,
goodness.
fucking Willy Wonka over here. But well, speaking of Dormammu has a little surprise for us tonight. He
You
has
got a surprise?
another episode of the Sock Puppet Theater.
I like surprises.
I know. I really didn't get a chance to look at it, but we're just gonna play it live and see what you guys think. So hey guys, Dormammu, thank you. And I believe it was him and his daughter that put this together. I really didn't get too much into it. Like I said, I was running around today and didn't have much time to get ready for tonight. But hey, we're doing it anyway, and this is it. You guys ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right. You may have to explain it to me. It's from that show from HBO.
What?
HBO show.
I don't know.
An
What-
HBO
all right, we're gonna
show?
play it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, guys, let's go.
Hey, hon, you want to go to Target?
Sure.
I gotta go get some markers.
I'll check for figures. Excuse me?
Well, hello.
I was looking for this figure and it's not on the shelf, but your system says it's in stock. It's DCPI 244-144-3334.
We don't have it.
Would you mind checking the back?
What did you do?
I asked him to check in the back. Run!
I'm glad we got out of there.
Me too.
Want to go check out Walmart? Yeah, and they asked me to check in the back.
You know what's hilarious about that? That's exactly how it goes.
So real.
I guess it was The Last of Us. It's a play off The Last of Us. I have not watched that, but is that something that happened in the show where the guy just throws up and they
watched
run?
the show and I don't remember that either. But
It's one of
hard
those things where we leave and it's like, you want to go check out Walmart? That's it. Seriously, this is our
Well, thank
conversation.
you guys. Thank you guys for throwing that together for us. That was pretty cool.
I go to Walmart when I want to feel better about my life and my life choices.
Dude, I went to Walmart today and I had to buy new blinds and I thought it was 36 and it's 34. That's so disappointing.
It is.
You take the old blind off.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking the cat's under you. Loki's fucking playing with the fucking strings, and you put the new one up, and it doesn't fit. You're like, motherfucker, 34 inches. But hey,
No, that shit was
What are you
funny. Because it's like, because when you go to that Target and you're asking that person to go check something in the back, they're probably like, fuck.
They don't want to.
Fucker, man,
I
for
never
a
asked
fucking
them to go in the
toy.
back.
You're gonna make me go to the back for a fucking toy.
well, around this way, I could see people not minding to do that. You know,
Funny, man.
You know, especially if you have the number ready and everything like that. But I remember for a while when the Joes first came out, it was probably a problem. You know, it's probably a problem.
Well, every Target
so.
got one figure, I think. Is how it worked.
Jokes. It did
Guys,
say, I
could
have
someone
never seen
Google
a
the
G.I. Joe
fucking father from
classified
fucking
on my way.
Teen Wolf? Did someone? All right, Did anybody do it yet? Because I'm gonna do it right now. Teen Wolf, Dad.
It's Brian.
Scott, why don't you head over to Walmart
It's-
and see if they got the G.I. Joe I'm looking for.
Look, it's totally
Clean up your room.
It's totally not him.
And clean
But-
up your room. It's because you have the flannel shirt on too, I think.
It looks nothing like Brian
you.
right now, but hold on.
Take the
It
hair
just
out of
In my head, that's how I see it.
yeah. See, exactly.
Yeah,
Same thing
yeah.
with me.
In
It
my
looks
head,
nothing
it probably doesn't
like
look
him.
anything like it, but in my head, that's how
All
I
right.
see it.
Oh,
He's
let's
the dad
see.
of the
I don't
team.
really share the screen. So, share screen there. You guys see it? Is it there?
Yeah.
It's the glasses. He's got glasses.
That's all it reminds me of. Sam said. Holy shit, guys. All right, we got that done. We got breaking news done. I got something else we're getting into tonight, but hey, it's Halloween, and Halloween is a great time of year. I always loved Halloween growing up as a kid. I am a little bit older than some of you young bucks, but I grew up in a different time. I grew up in a different time of when costumes were plastic aprons and plastic masks that pressed upon your face and ripped apart your lips, and you couldn't breathe, but you didn't care, and your eyes were bleeding under the sockets because it was cutting in, but you just wanted to get your candy and you didn't care. But that's if you didn't have a parent that had time and they were able to have some sort of skills and make you a real costume. And then that still got shitted on because you didn't have the best Ben Cooper Star Wars Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader costume because it was the coolest thing to have. If you remember the old school Ben Coopers, right?
Yes.
I do. I had one. Maybe two.
Did you?
Yeah, I think
Dude, I
one
remember.
year.
Yeah. I couldn't
Well,
remember.
when did
I
Ben,
think one
Ben
year I was
Cooper
a clown for sure. I was
When did
definitely a
Ben Cooper-
clan.
was
Clown.
Ben Cooper like big in the early 80s?
It was
Yeah.
early 80s. Dude, it was early 80s.
It went from like the 60s to the 80s, right? I
And
don't know
had-
when.
Cause
I was definitely I had one when I was in 3rd grade too. That was my first year with my dad, and that was awful. It was I was Skeletor, but I had like a proper skull mask, and then I had those rubber hands, and so I'm wearing the Skeletor plastic outfit with a really nice skull mask he got at the flea market and rubber hands. It was pretty awful.
So I'm reading here, Ben Cooper is a Halloween icon, and their simple yet effective costumes, a plastic mask and a plastic smock, defined for Halloween for generations of kids. Ben Cooper himself was born 1906 and founded his company in 1937.
Woo!
I highly doubt he's making the costumes in 37, but the company did go defunct in 92, but has since made a comeback in recent years, of course, because of nostalgia.
nostalgia. Yeah.
You know, of course, that nostalgia shit. You can,
Like
I'm
those
sure.
Funko Pops
Somebody
of
probably
costumes.
bought.
Yeah,
the
yeah, like
trademark and
yeah,
fucking-
like I looked online tonight to have like to get a Ben Cooper costume, but I couldn't find anything online for it. So it must nothing that I could get in my time frame to say. But I know in the late '70s to early to mid '80s, it was a huge thing. Like those costumes were just everywhere.
Yeah, no,
everywhere.
that was definitely a thing here when I was young and growing up. Like I wore, so I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the name. I know you knew it because we would
Yeah, of
always
course,
kind of sort
yeah.
of talk about it. But every year it was like one of those costumes I wore for Halloween, whether it was Superman,
And they had
Batman,
all the
Spider-Man.
licensing. I don't know
Yeah,
how they got all the
everybody.
licensing. They had
everybody.
it all.
The Star Wars, you know what I'm saying?
Everything, anything that was hot, Ben Cooper had the costume.
Yep.
You know, so
And it was
just
the apron was
easiest thing.
trash.
Just that apron with
Trash.
kind of the print
Yeah,
of
yeah.
whatever character, He-Man, whatever, you know, with the mask. Like you said,
Basically, the
cuts, you have
mask
face.
was the costume. The mask was exactly what everybody wanted, and the apron. If you had a Planet of the Apes one, and you had like one of the, and then it just said Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
with some, it was yellow Planet of the Apes logo with some like lines for fur. You know?
Yeah,
That's what you got.
The
That's what
one
you
that I
got.
had when I was a clown, when I was like 2 or something like that, is a clown mask, but it was a picture of a full clown, like on
the
front
apron.
of-
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't like a clown suit. No, it was a picture of a clown. Yeah,
So you didn't even get like something that was a property. You just got clown.
yeah, I was clown.
You just got clown, generic clown.
It wasn't even like the clown from It, like the It clown.
There was
in
no It back then, bro.
1979.
Yeah, there was no. Yeah, there was no.
Okay, that's bad.
There was nothing like that, bro.
When was it? 90s?
My mom was very. In the early days, she made our costumes, but I do remember there were times where we went with the Ben Cooper because that was what everybody wanted. You know, nobody wanted the costume that your mom made. They wanted that fucking $10 Ben Cooper costume. You know.
Happy Halloween, Mervine. I think it was Mervine's birthday yesterday, and I think it was. So
It
happy
wasn't- I didn't
belated
s-
birthday. Yeah.
It didn't pop on my Facebook, did it?
I was.
Well, not
super-
everybody. Not
I was
not
super busy
everybody.
yesterday, and I think I saw it come through, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get to that as soon
Well,
as I'm
not
done with
everybody
my
has
work."
their birth.
And I totally missed it.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Holy shit. So yeah, let's shout them out here. I said not everybody has their birthdays listed on Facebook, so you know what? I missed a lot yesterday. I missed like 4. Man,
Yeah, I
so
missed
shout out to
all my
Mervine, man.
stuff yesterday's.
Yeah, yesterday was a
Happy
bad day for me
birthday,
too, man. So
dude.
happy birthday, Mervine. We're gonna tell you right here live.
Happy
Hashtag-
birthday.
Hashtag Mervine in the chat, people. Come on, give him some love, man. Give him some fucking love.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
So, you know, going back to the Ben Cooper stuff, man, that seemed to be holding it down, but I'm going to play a video right now for you guys. You guys want to see this? It goes a little bit deeper. This is pre-Ben Cooper. This is Halloween costumes basically during the early part of the century of the 1900s. This is, I guess, when Halloween was big and people... This is all homemade shit. And there is some from the 70s and shit put in there. I found this video online. I put some music from Trick or Beat 3 behind it, but it's pretty fucking spooky. It's pretty fucking scary.
Dante was Aladdin.
Oh man.
So I know we wanted to talk over it, but for some reason Google is not recognizing the format on my new computer. I'm going to try it one more time.
That's okay. We can always talk after too.
Enjoy that subscription.
Hold on. Hold on. I think I got it. I think I got it to work. So, all right, it's in there. Let's see. We're gonna share screen, and
Cool, look at that.
Lucky you,
Mervine
man.
was
That's
3 minutes
cool.
away from being a Halloween baby.
wow, that's awesome, dude.
Nice.
And I'm going to. I don't really share screen. Share, present, share screen. I hate saying it because Chrome tab.
Share tab. Share tab.
All right, can you see the share the tab? Can you? All right, so I'm gonna go full screen on this, just so we can see it. These are crazy. Some of this shit is fucking nuts. It's from like the 1900s, early 1910s, 20s, maybe the late 1800s, and
It's fucking official too.
a little bit of Trick or Beats 3 behind it. So let me shut this.
I was listening to Trick or Beats in my driveway today while I was handing out candy.
That's
Nice.
fucking awesome. Awesome. Don't forget Trick or Beats. Get it on all your streaming platforms. Listen to it, enjoy it, and can you guys hear it?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take the volume down because it sounds loud. Is it loud?
That's
Loud. It's loud.
All right. How about that? How about there?
That's good. That's good.
All right. Good. So look at some of this fucking nightmare fuel.
Baby.
Yeah. This is nuts.
Whoa.
All homemade shit, bro.
No.
Oh man, that's great.
Now you're gonna give me fucking nightmares today.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, wait a minute.
It's the night, dude. It's early. Look at this shit, man. This is just.
Easy.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's got to be 50s, 40s, or 50s. Look, hey, early Ben Coopers.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah.
This is creepy.
Oh my god.
Yo, some of this shit is like straight fucking insane. Like I want to roll with these posses. Well, you remember Halloween was supposed to be scary, man.
No,
Yeah.
Look, that is nuts. There's Bobby Skullface. Saw him. I saw him.
Wow.
That looks like just
Like that one, like the nurse one or
This is
whatever?
all
That was
homemade.
Crazy.
This is how they saw Halloween back in the day, guys. This is early Ben Cooper right here.
yo, this
was a
fucking
Batman
kicks the
smock
shit
with a
out of
regular
all our
lady face.
stuff
Wow.
today to have me see it.
See, this is like that's kindergarten, and you made your own mask.
Squad. Yeah, that's some squad shit, man.
Whoa. I want to see some more costumes like this in our world.
Yo, look at that
This
shit.
shit's crazy.
This is what they were coming up with. That's just what they had.
It's unnerving. Yo, that's
For real. And you see it's like all like crazy black and white and you know, just
Yeah.
crazy photography. Look at that. Wow. That's an album cover right there.
Wow. I have a picture sitting around here somewhere I need to show you. It's a black and white.
oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Try to scare you a little bit, guys. Try to scare you a little bit.
Wow.
Trigger Beats 3. Cheap. This is a cheap plug right there, man. Cheap plug, cheap plug, cheap plug, cheap plug. But how crazy was that shit, man? That's like total nightmare fuel, some of that shit, man.
Yeah, but
like,
it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so like it's unique. It's fun. It's not the same old everything.
Ricky, I saw that too. It was a Batman Ben Cooper smock with a Wonder Woman mask.
It's a crazy
Yeah.
world, bro. That
Yo,
was
you-
probably the Lower
you had-
East Side in 1971, bro.
You took whatever you had. Sometimes,
That's
like,
it.
you're using the same costumes from last year, and you might have misplaced the mask.
You know
so
what?
just
I
grab
bet
it
somebody
and-
did a mask swap in the store. That's probably what happened.
What
And
was
mom
it?
was
Yeah, 'cause
like, just
remember
wear
they-
it.
they
Just
came in the
fucking wear
square
it.
boxes, right? And you just had to like lift that cover. The mask was always on top, so that was the first thing you could grab, for sure.
But
Somebody really wanted a Batman mask with a Wonder Woman smock. That was someone really wanted that.
But what I loved about all that was like it was just like the earlier shit, like from the 20s and the 30s, and like what they used to make these costumes and what Halloween was to them. That's what Halloween was depicted as. It wasn't superheroes or anything. It was just total fucking demon nightmare fuel. Big pumpkin heads and skulls with socks and sacks. They put
You know.
sacks on their heads and cut the eyes out. That's nuts.
I gotta show you my friend Jen's costume this year. Hold on.
Yeah, it's just
It's
it kind
good.
of just the practical like ingenuity like that some of those people came up with coming up with those costumes.
Look at my friend Jen's costume this year.
Oh
Hold on.
shit! Look at that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a
dope.
nice pumpkin head.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
So it's like okay, so I bought a $10 fucking glow in the dark mask and hey, no, they killed it, man. And that's pre Ben Cooper. Well, we saw some Ben Coopers in there, but you know, that was just fun throwbacks, man. Just really I'm fascinated with like old school times like that, you know, like
I love
what
it.
people did and you know, through the depression and all the hard times and like, you know, still they did what they did, you know?
So all of you guys went trick or treating as kids, right?
Yeah,
you
of
talked
course.
About your apartments.
Yeah,
and
of
stuff
course.
Like that. So,
My
What
projects.
was- what was some of the lamest stuff people gave you? I remember
Pennies.
pennies in a
Yes.
bag. I'm trying to think.
Mary Jane's.
What's that? Shoes?
The Mary Jane candy.
The chewy things?
Yeah, they're like peanut butter chews.
Dude, I love those. I don't
Oh,
care.
stop!
I don't care. I do. Everybody hates them. I love them, man. I think they're good.
Oh God, no way.
Someone
I
hand
think
out
they're
floss?
awesome.
Our man,
Yeah, we got
hashtag
floss, yeah.
All right, hashtag favorite fucking candy in the chat. What's your
So-
favorite Halloween candy?
Now, one of the stuff I loved getting was like not anything not chocolate. I wasn't big into chocolate when I was a kid for some reason. I don't know. So I loved like the Smarties and the sweet tarts. And
Okay,
stuff
you like the sugar stuff? Yeah, that's
I like
yeah.
that.
kind of
like-
cool too.
kind of stuff.
So I felt like you like that stuff, you know, I guess people would buy in bulk, like in a bag, so it was easier to catch things like that. You know, when you're just kind of like reaching into a bucket and grabbing candy or whatever they're handing you. But you were saying like favorite Halloween candy, and I feel like it's always like those go-tos, right? Like the Reese's peanut butter cups, or the peanut M&Ms, or the Kit Kats.
That's the shit that sells, man.
Shit like that. You know, like that's always like.
Here's
the
another
prime,
bad one.
That's the prime candy, and then
Hold on, another bad thing to get in your fucking trick or treat bag: a popcorn ball.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that was the other one.
that's-
Popcorn ball.
The popcorn
or the
ball,
candy corn, candy
or
corn.
you know, and I know Chris will argue with us because I know he's a fan. What were they? Those. Oh man, circus peanuts. Didn't Chris love the circus peanuts? Circus
My grandma
peanuts.
used to love them too.
But I loved getting like odd candy that I would never get throughout the year. That was always kind of cool. Because I didn't really, I guess, partake in a lot of
You
candy.
got Nico wafers, Chico sticks. I don't know if this is favorite or the most hated. Snickers, Pez.
Be honest.
Dorkman says Mary
Yeah, the
Jane
Pez
forever. No, the
dispensers
Mary
are
Janes are trash.
They are
bro.
not. They're so good. Stop it.
Garbage.
The
Are
Smarties
these
were
y'all's
good.
favorites, or are they the ones you don't
Come
like?
on, what about an old school Kit Kat?
I never like Kit Kat. That's what I said.
And they
that's
made
prime.
those the trick or treat
Snickers,
Kit Kats were like two little small
Crunch.
bars together. They put the
Crunch
little two small bars.
Yeah, the Crunch, or the Mr. Good bar. Like I feel like that was always the good stuff. To
Yeah.
me, I
the
never
little
liked
mini
getting like
Hershey's.
the York or
Yeah.
the any
I
of like the
always
mint
remember them.
stuff was
Mervine.
never a
It's too
favorite.
much work. It's too much work to open up all that shit, man. Little fucking things. Give me a big bar.
Or remember like the people that used to hand out like little like the penny candies,
Yeah,
little
the pe-
hard like
no
little
pennies.
candies
I
that
got-
just did it fucking.
The
you
old
never
people would
liked.
throw pennies in my fucking bag. Pennies. Jing, jing. What am I going to do with 4 cents? Get out of here.
So Ash Bailey, they had
No,
fun.
back in the day, you had the 5-cent fucking Bazooka Joes, bro. Remember the
Yeah.
Bazooka Joes?
But we talked about
All right, so what's
we talked
essay?
about fun size at the top of the show. Like I feel I couldn't find any fun size. I found like little.
Dude, it wasn't. There was no
minute
fun
size
size back in the
this
day.
year.
It was. I felt like everything was just like you got like the fucking.
What about the person that went to the next level and they made those candy bags?
Yeah.
Oh,
They made the
yeah,
trick or treat
yeah.
bags, they little white
Yeah.
trick,
Yep.
and had a bunch of
Yes.
shit. You had like 3
Oh,
dum dum.
dude.
You had 3 dum dum lollipops in there. Remember the
That
dum
was the shit
dums?
where you got the Smarties and all the stuff that.
Yeah,
Brian
dum
was
dums, a
saying.
Jolly Rancher, and a little Hershey mini in there, and
Dum Dum
3 pennies.
lollipops. Sometimes
Yeah,
you
like
got
the hard
lucky and got the
candy.
root beer one. I remember.
Oh, the dum dums.
Those were good though, and like I remember, Dust, because remember, like we used to knock door to door, right? So
Yeah.
everybody had like a variety of things. Some people just the candy, and like you said, some people used to do those bags. So
Yeah.
I felt like every time you scored those bags, it was like, oh, jackpot, because you just getting.
Because you had a lot of shit in there. It wasn't like 3 or 4 things. It was like a good, yeah. It was a good bag.
Esteban said they got a toothbrush.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Were
the
there
floss
fun-
and the toothbrush, that was the
Fun
thing.
size
Damn, I was
toothbrush.
trying to
So
drink
Rock
like
Jesus.
bad
So
candy.
hey, look, Rock Jesus brings up one.
Yeah, the peppermints, dude.
I
I
didn't
hated
like
these
either.
peppermints. I
The
hated
Yorks,
the fucking
I didn't.
York.
Peppermint patty could go eat my ass.
Dude, I felt like I would,
Literally.
I felt like I would take one bite and be like, I can't finish this. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Try
the
it.
good candy. It was just like
Yo,
that.
Ken said the dum dums, man. It's all about the dum dums.
Oh, I love the Dum Dums, man.
The jawbreakers they used to give you.
All right.
Ranchers.
Yeah.
The Bang 75 said we had a little lady that made homemade caramel and candy apples. Loved going to the house. She would have a line every year. Yeah, back in Brooklyn, you wouldn't go to the house because everybody would be afraid there was a razor blade in there.
Yeah, you remember that?
Remember that big
God.
in the 80s, like, check your candy, there's cyanide and razor blades.
Dude,
and-
every year there's some
yeah,
shit
those
about
fucking...
Yeah, it was
the
just
media, baby.
No.
Shout
I
out to the media.
I always
keeping us
loved the
safe.
fucking- now we see the meme. They were like, "Listen, motherfuckers ain't giving away their drugs. You ain't have to worry about fucking that shit in your Halloween."
It's not happening.
No.
No, the only reason why they
There's
started that
fentanyl
shit,
in the dum-dums.
the only reason why they started that shit is so your parents could go through your candy and take whatever the fuck they wanted
Yeah.
and hide it.
You
That's
think
the
that-
whole
Do
reason.
you think that
Yes,
was the
I do.
whole thing?
Yes, I do, because my mom did that shit, and I had a handful of friends whose parents did the same fucking thing.
Pencils and erasers.
So you-
Yeah.
so the parents could do the candy fucking shakedown.
Secrets
And
out.
what the fuck is wrong with York peppermint patties, man? I
They're
love
terrible.
them things. No.
Mountain Almond Joys are the trash.
Yeah,
oh
dude,
my
it's
god. they're
coconut is the
garbage.
onions of the candy world.
You
so that's
cannot put
nasty.
Brian, you're absolutely right. It should not be coconuts and candy.
No.
Leave coconut alone.
Don't like it either.
Crazy.
Leave coconut on the island for fucking Tom Hanks. Do not put it in candy.
Can't believe
Well
it.
said.
I never liked that. Yeah, I never
Write
liked
that down.
I never liked it.
So
Jeez.
so what was the candy you wanted?
Reese's Pieces.
Anything with
Buttercup,
caramel.
The Kit
Reese's
Kats. The
Pieces.
Anything with
the Crunch
caramel.
Bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a chocolate guy. I wanted chocolate. I
Chocolate,
didn't want.
chocolate.
I wasn't big on Smarties and
I was the Smarties.
the Willy
I was a big
Wonka
Smarties,
stuff, or
but
even
everything
bottle
else.
caps. Remember bottle caps? Mm-hmm. You know.
Oh yeah, and Jawbreakers.
Jawbreakers, bro. Yeah. It's good.
Dude,
That-
this is
remember
the
the
best
Sour
part of your
Powers? You
Tuesday
get
right
Sour
now,
Powers,
people.
shit.
We're talking candy, people.
You
Oh.
used to get all types, man.
It's right,
All types of
Dorfman.
stuff.
Coconuts are the onions of the candy world.
No, you're wrong.
You get some Halloween sounds for that. I forgot we got Halloween sounds. We
I'm
got
trying to
music, guys.
remember what candy I hated getting as a kid.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
So like,
Hey, what
how
about
was
Bit
it?
of
Like,
Honey? Remember Bit of Honeys?
Oh
Yeah.
no!
I didn't
Bit
like
of your
that.
ass! No
I didn't like
way!
that either.
Get out of here! That went right to the garbage, man. Bit of the trash. Bit of honeys were up there with Mary Jane's. I'm sorry, Chan.
So how did you guys like growing up? How did you guys do it? Because I mean, me and Dust, I think, grew up more like in a city environment and stuff like that. So we used to just we literally
Block to block.
all block to block, building to building, knocking door
Yep,
to door.
house to
But I
house.
know in the rural areas, you're probably going house to house. So how was it for you guys? Was it like that growing up?
Go ahead, Brian. You tell.
All right, so I lived on a wonderful block in my wonder years in Plainfield, New Jersey, and
Was it like houses or like
houses, and we would do the whole block. Everybody's light was on. You basically visited everyone's house. So, god damn, that's a lot of houses. And sometimes we would go to the other street, but my parents are like, look, man, we did this whole block. You visited every door. You're good to go, right?
Yeah.
But I learned later on that I should have gone to the other streets because, like, 3 blocks away from my block, the housing prices went up, basically. And yeah, people said they got some really good candy out of those houses. But hey, real quick, what'd you guys use? Pillowcase, plastic bag? I had an orange pumpkin that was
Nice.
like a pumpkin pail.
Oh
and it
yeah,
shaped like a pumpkin,
dude.
had a black strap on it. That's what I had.
Yeah, I remember, like, I guess I remember one year having the pail. Sometimes it was like a bag, you know, like, but I usually like a pail, like you kind of collecting and then throwing your stuff in, or you know, a pail or a bag, you know, and then I just remember, man, just like I don't want to say it was like competition, but it was like a thing too. Like if you were kind of doing it with your friends, right? Like didn't like by the end of a run, you were kind of comparing candy.
Yeah.
Like when you get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just in case you wanted to like trade off like some stuff. Did you guys do that too? Like if you
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of the time we did, but I grew up in a trailer park trash, man, like little tiny trailer park in the middle of nowhere. And everybody in that trailer park was ready for Halloween whenever it was the 80s. It was like everybody's house lights were on, people decorated, it was crazy. And we would do pillowcases sometimes, but we would have to take it back and get another one
shit, man.
just to make it through the neighborhood. Because those people are like giving handfuls of candy out and laughing and loving life, you know? Like it was back then, that
Yep.
was Halloween.
Yep.
It's nothing like
Pillowcase.
that now. It's nothing like that now.
By the way, I got my new costume on.
I like it.
Second
I saw
hour,
some-
9 o'clock costume change.
This year I saw some older kids that, I mean, these dudes probably like 15, 16. They were the first ones through. And I had a couple teenage girls probably in like the 13, 14 range as well. Just up as zombies and stuff. But, you know, they're out there having a good time.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was trick-or-treating until I was 18 years old.
Wow.
Not even lying.
But the pillowcase thing, you're absolutely right, because that's what we used to do too. We used to get pillowcase. We would have to take trips back Because we didn't have a car. Nobody was following us in a car in the city.
No,
so we
no,
would
no,
actually
no.
have to go back to home base.
I remember
And this is like going from 3:30 in the afternoon to 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. We used to go out. So.
We were done at 8. We had to be home. It was a sprint to get home.
Nice.
Who sent him the link? Who did that?
I didn't do anything.
Top of the hour.
No, we're not there yet.
Do you guys remember
We're almost
these?
there. Just gonna sit back there for a minute.
Peanut butter kiss.
seen
Is
that.
that like
I've
the
never
bootleg,
seen
like
that.
Reese's
Candy.
Pieces?
No, they're just chewy peanut butter candies.
I've never seen that before. Wow, interesting.
All right, switching from candy. Here's one last topic that I want to go through before we open up the doors and bring some people in here. This is for Enter the Realm. Growing up, of course, we're a little bit older. Nowadays, you don't get it as much as we did back then, but we had a lot of Halloween specials to say, like tonight's a Halloween special. It's your Halloween special. It's on a special night. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that you're used to, but it's different. It's a Halloween theme and blah, blah, blah. What was one of your favorite Halloween specials? And I know, of course, we have our basics, but I'm going to go through, I'm going to say, Jose, you go first. Let me go around you.
Halloween's damn, dude. Like I'm.
You had your
just trying to
peanuts and, you know what I mean? Your favorite, remember the
Yeah.
cartoons and the...
I mean, dude, I just kind of remember, like, honestly, like, not that sort of stuff. I just kind of remember, like, the horror movie marathons, like,
Well,
you know.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that we
I
can talk about also.
I know
but
it's
you know,
something like separate, but like I don't like honestly when it comes to Halloween, like you said that like the peanut
Yeah.
sort of special. I remember that more for like Christmas. Halloween, I don't really remember stuff like
you
that.
don't remember great. It's a great pumpkin Charlie Brown or
I mean, that stuff was out there, like, but I felt like whenever this holiday came around, since I was very young, it was like, dude, and I don't know what it was, because, you know, censorship and all this stuff. There was no
Yeah, maybe-
censorship for me back in the day. It was just
Yeah.
like horror, these just gory horror movies.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like we don't get that much now. Like back on like I said, I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, and I don't know how many Halloween specials we had through the 90s. I don't know if it just became something that just wasn't a
I
thing.
only remember the
I
Charlie
don't
Brown
recall
one.
any.
You just remember Charlie Brown, yeah.
I don't remember
I
what
mean,
the
they
Great
did
Pumpkin?
Great Pumpkin. They did Heathcliff. They did a shit ton. They did Fat Albert had a Halloween special. Garfield had a Halloween special. There was so many fucking.
There was a
Halloween
Halloween special that had
Believe me, I looked for
Tim
samples.
Curry in it, and it was called The Worst Witch. And it was one of my favorite Halloween specials ever because Tim Curry was in it and he sings in it, and it was
His
awesome.
freak cousin. See, like for me, like doing my music thing, and I was trying to find vocal samples for. I went through every fucking. There's so many, dude. Like, and of course, you know, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is. I would say probably it would be it would be the actual the Grinch Who Stole Christmas of Halloween. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the epitome that everybody remembers, or the Rudolph. You know.
That's what I feel like Christmas, like those Christmas specials, I remember way more than.
Well, because you know what? Yeah, because you know what? Christmas specials, they were cranking them out in the 60s and the 70s. Halloween specials, I don't think, in my opinion, really got a little bit of love until like the 80s. You know, you had some Looney Tunes, you know, cartoons that did some like Halloween type shit, but you know.
See, so Jaxius, I mean, like I remember like stuff like that, but I feel like stuff like that was like 90s maybe.
All
like,
right,
not
so
really
you know,
the 80s.
then let's flip it to. All right, we could go either way. We could do your favorite Halloween horror or your favorite horror. You know, your slasher
yeah.
horror. You know what I mean? So, like, you can't only just say okay, your favorite slasher flick, or you can say your favorite. I don't know, your horror genre to say. You know, when it comes to that, like. You know, so it's kind of hard to say that you could just say, okay, I just want to say I like Michael Myers. Well, that's Halloween. Well, what about everything else that's kind of in that genre, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, so what is it for you? What's like one of your favorites? Are you,
me,
are you a Freddy guy? Or you,
Yeah, I was Freddy.
Freddy,
all
or
the way.
you
I was
Michael?
Freddy and Friday the 13th. Like that was like kind of like the two. And when they did the Freddy versus Jason in the early like 2000s, I was fucking going
I just
nuts.
started watching it. When I was taking my nap, I threw it on because I knew it was going to put me to sleep. So once I got past all that TNA that's in the beginning,
Yeah.
I was out. Shout out to the 80s.
I was big on those two characters, and during that time, remember the 80s, we had Child's Play, which was Chucky. We had Hellraiser, you know what I'm saying, Pinhead. But I feel like those, like, and you know, Alien and stuff like that, Terminator. Like, I didn't really Alien, Pinhead, like those kind of things. I felt like that I didn't gravitate towards, but Friday the 13th,
it was like different. It was multiversy. It was different out there.
That was like my thing, and honestly, like, just funny thing to say. Like, back in the day, I was watching these movies very young. Like, these things are rated R, right? Shouldn't be watching these things.
Yeah. None of us. Sleepaway Camp from '83. Yeah. None of us should have been seen watching Sleepaway Camp. That ending and Sleepaway Camp is insane.
Dude, so they were saying when I was like very young watching these, like probably like 3, 4, 5 years old, when I saw these things, they said I would like laugh like at the death scenes and all the gore and everything, and they were like, "Yo, I hope he doesn't grow up to be a serial killer." Cause it's like, this is kind of crazy. He's laughing at this stuff. And when I was young, they were very. I remember just them drilling in my head like, "Hey, this is just a movie, right? Like, it's not real, right?" But I mean, I kind of saw these crazy horror movies back in the day, and I used to laugh at these things, So it was a genre for me, like, that I remember just
right there.
really enjoying.
This is definitely a movie that's really not mentioned enough. Pumpkinhead was a fucked up movie, man. That was some scary ass shit. I believe it was I believe one of the main guys in there was the dude that played the android from Alien. I forgot the fucking actor's name, but I believe he was in that. And that Pumpkinhead went to make like 3 or 4 fucking. They made 3 or 4 movies after that. Sequels, yeah, they made sequels because the first one was such a sleeper hit. It was one of those VHS hits, like it didn't do well in the movies, but the aftermarket VHS sales just went nuts. So it just blew up, man. So I don't know. For me, like I was always, Halloween. I enjoyed Halloween, but like for me, Jason was a big thing. Yes. Freddy, I could take, but I really didn't care too much about. I was more of like a Poltergeist or any type of like ghosty type thing was my shit. Like, it wasn't about slasher movies. It was more about the paranormal or the obscure, where you know what I mean, otherworld type shit. That was for me. That's what I liked growing up as a kid.
No?
Nah, Psycho. I mean, Psycho. That's just a fucking dude that just got tormented by his mom and just went fucking nuts.
It was like the third
That's
one.
Plenty. I see that every day in my job.
That's the actor. Lance Hedrington. That's the actor who played that guy.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch super scary movies like that, so it was like Little Shop of Horrors,
Sheltered,
Beetlejuice, Monster Squad, Ghostbusters, Little Monsters, Teen Witch. Mom didn't even want us watching Gremlins. Like, it was...
Well, that's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie.
I mean, it did have some, like, little... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I grew up in a time where your VHS was your babysitter, your VCR. And your video store, your local video store was your babysitter. Like,
that's what it is.
Your mom would leave $5 on the table. You go to the video store, get some movies, come home, watch the movies. I'll be home at 8. You know what I mean? And that's a lot had to do with my life. Was like going to the video store in the 80s and having this crazy eclectic. I mean, come on, let's face it. Movies now suck, man. They're terrible. There's not much that's out there. But back in the day, it was just like it was just a fucking treasure chest of genres that you could just delve into, and just pick and just go. And it's like that was my like I said, that was my babysitter. Just going home and watching it and always remembering that shit, man. That's nostalgia. You guys know how I get with nostalgia. I get fucking goofy with nostalgia.
For me, my mom loved like the sci-fi stuff, so that's what we watched all the time. So like, you're like Killer Clowns. You're talking like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, the
Killer Tomatoes,
the Attack of the Giant Ants and the Giant Spiders, and like the Godzillas and all that stuff was more things that she would allow us to watch than legitimate Halloween. Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, like I wasn't a Dracula guy or a Frankenstein. Oh, come here.
Oh,
I mean,
I love
and
the
that
old
really wasn't that big in the
Frankensteins.
'80s either. It was like really to the '90s where they started remaking that shit. But you know, I was never a big fan of like that horror genre.
I was.
But what? What are you laughing at?
Ryan, every year an old woman neighbor would give us something like thick buttercream icing that she would scoop out of a Tupperware tub with her fingers, and her name was Penny. We called it the Penny Lick. What the fuck? What is that?
That's gotta be comment of the fucking night, guys.
Oh
What is
yeah,
that?
please save that. Please save that. Write that down.
Someone write that down. That's fucking great.
That's awesome, man.
That's funny as fuck. That
She
really
was
is.
just like, here, and then I guess you lick it off your finger on your way
Sure.
to the next house.
Yeah, I guess. You just walk around with a handful of icing, just
All she did was make cakes all day long.
Well, hey, look, if you had a
Next
bench
cake.
costume, you just wipe it off on your smock and you're good to go.
sure.
Good God.
Oh, so
I didn't really watch horror movies and stuff like that.
you weren't a Friday 13th guy or anything
I
like that?
actually watched that one once. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
So you didn't
Had
even. You don't
Jennifer
even.
Love in it with the
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
well,
top.
of
That was
course.
nice. And then you
Yeah.
had. I guess the scariest thing that I used to watch more occasionally than not was The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Of the Johnny Depp joint?
No.
No, the cartoon.
The cartoon? The
old-
cartoon?
the
Yeah.
old
The
Disney.
cartoon was good. Yeah. The old Disney joint. That's good. That's good cinema, man. Right there.
Yeah, I'm like looking through this list, thinking about the fact that most of this stuff I watched as an adult and not as a child at all whatsoever.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't have like access to everything, but I did watch a lot of fucked up shit when I was a kid, and I guess that was just the fact that you had the video card and the VHS in the '80s. You know,
So
Yeah.
it was like whatever you were
Different
able to
time.
rent or whatever they showed on
we didn't have
television.
cable. I didn't have cable till like the '90s. So you know, like where I lived, we had just had basically you had your antenna TV in Brooklyn and got what you
Same
got
thing.
from there. You know, so
But the basic channels used to show like a lot of stuff around.
Yeah.
Halloween time.
But you know.
so that's how you got
It wasn't like getting that VHS cassette
no
tape and seeing
commercials.
everything. Yeah.
That could be why I love old horror movies, like the black and white stuff, because like AMC, mom would just put on AMC and it would be all the old like black and white whatever, and it was some of my favorites. Is probably why I love Frankenstein and
I remember for
Phantom
a
of the
while there,
Opera.
like channel WPIX in New York was channel 11. And they would channel 11. Oh, channel 11. And they went back and they took all the old school movies. This is when 3D was big. 3D technology. This is like the 80s. And they were replaying the old horror movies on their channel, and they messed around with the black and white, added the red and blue to it, so you had to buy these or go to 7-Eleven or whatever store there was to get those little 3D glasses and watch it. And it wasn't really 3D, but you know what I mean? It was 3D at the
Made it
time.
kinda pop out.
Yeah. So it was like
Remember
that
they
was
did-
a big thing also to go back and watch like the what was that, the monster from the sea, whatever the fuck that was, or the old school Frankenstein and all the Mummy and all that shit. They played that to go back and watch that shit, but that's not something that I'm fucking interested. It's like I'd rather watch Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein than that shit, you know, because there's some funny shit there.
Well, that's the 3D like I remember from back in the day. Because remember, I think Friday the 13th Part 3 they made like in 3D.
Yes, was
and then-
3D in the theater,
and Freddy
yeah.
6 also was 3D.
Yep.
Like the last 10 minutes of it when he died and they went into like the dream world. You put on your glasses and you saw like the 3D effects. So
Yep.
very crude for what it was, but it kind of did pop out of the screen and like you know when you were watching. it
Yeah,
in the theaters.
yeah. This is where you're gonna get a headache for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So.
I will say that once I got a little older, my dad loved Alfred Hitchcock, and I watched all of them that I could get my hands on because they were amazing.
Yeah, it's great storytelling.
Stuff.
Fantastic,
Was
suspenseful
the
storytelling.
Birds his, like, and stuff?
The Birds, yeah, he did the Birds. He
fucking
did
attacking
Psycho.
everybody
You know,
and
yeah.
shit.
It wasn't like more supernatural. It's just like, wow, that's fucked up. Like
Yeah.
this could actually happen.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the movies that he did, it was like actually, if you think about it, in that scenario, this can happen to us. You know?
That's probably why it was so terribly frightening.
All right, we cleaning the slate. We can open the door now. We're gonna get in here.
Yes, come on. We got
Army
somebody
of
who's been waiting,
Darkness,
sitting backstage.
I know.
We
I
have
know.
friends?
I mean, we could definitely go another fucking hour with this shit, but you know, this little guy has been waiting in the back
Look at him.
for a
I see
minute
him.
there. Willie Whammo's in the house. What's up,
Hi,
Willie?
Willie.
You got
What's
a
up, buddy?
You got a scary story for us, pal?
He's been wearing that mask for the past 20 minutes.
How y'all doing?
What's up,
What's up, dude?
Good, man.
I wanted to show you guys something. You were talking about, Friday the 13th.
Whoa! Before you get here,
Whoa. Hold on one
we
second.
got. I'm sorry, we're stealing your thunder here.
What
Jeremy B's in the house.
Happening?
Look at this man.
I made it.
You did. Nice mask.
What's
You
up?
like this
How
one?
many
incredible,
kids do you
man.
have left?
Yeah, it's like you're just like us. It's gonna last 10 minutes.
You made 2.
Oh, look, you
Not
got a
me.
moon and a sun.
Look at that.
Yep. Oh, wait. There's more. Wait.
Oh, there's more?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
ladies and gentlemen.
We got
Whammo's
costume
gonna like this
changes.
guy's- Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
It's the classic. Hey, buddy. Anybody push a button, buddy? Yeah, see? Ricky. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The scariest of all your costumes.
I love
So I got.
that.
What's up, guys?
What's
How
up,
you
dude,
doing?
man? Thank you for joining us, man.
Jeremy B in the building.
Yeah.
Made it just in time for the youngin'. How is everybody doing? What is up?
We're chilling,
Yo,
man. We're
Willie,
having
I
a
feel
great
like I
time.
fucking blipped, bro. Like, it looks like you aged like 5 years.
Yeah, he's like
know.
47 right
Hands
now.
now.
Thank you,
See,
man.
now, I'm, hey, not discussing his age. I feel okay that we don't have to worry about getting censored for having,
Yeah.
because look at him. He's got some facial hair now. Look at this guy.
Look at this guy.
Look at him.
Sure.
Putting that work in
Willie's
the
growing
gym,
up.
like flex.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Paying off,
y'all.
dude.
And shit, right?
I have to shave
Alright.
because of work every Saturday, though, unfortunately.
All right, dude. The reason why we got you here, we asked the people if you got any type of stories. You got a scary story for us?
I do indeed, but before I show you that, you guys were talking about Jason. I thought I might want to show you.
Like you
I have
said,
a
do you have a
mask.
scary story for us?
Holy crap.
It's signed by the actor of the
We
first
didn't say
Jason.
if you got an
That's cool.
actor's mask sign, you come on the show.
Oh.
We were
Stop
saying,
it.
if you ever
I think it's cool. That's cool.
come
man.
on, throw it back up, bro. I'm only fucking with you. Come on.
Yeah, man. All right, so this. Yeah.
Who's
That's
that
pretty
signed by?
awesome.
From my
That's
dad.
very cool.
Wasn't there like 17 Jasons though?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How
No, so this
authentic
was
is
signed
that?
by,
Hodder's the best one. Kane Hodder's the best, Jason.
Best one. I don't know. None of them talk. They kind
Okay.
of seem the same to me.
I wish it was like that in
Kane
this
Hodder
podcast. Yeah.
is the right answer.
Yeah.
Guest didn't talk, but you know.
So I was brought on here to tell a spooky tale. So
Oh, you got a spooky tale?
Oh,
gather
We
around the
leave him
campfire.
alone.
Let's
y'all.
see
Tell
it.
a story.
You got a
Set
spooky
the
tale?
stage.
Show
Set
us.
the stage.
Lift your ass and show it.
Willie.
So this is scary but true, and it's a short story. It happened to me when I was
Great.
I don't know 8, 9.
You got
10
3
years
minutes.
old. My younger years.
Last week.
Okay.
And I was going trick or treating with 2 friends of mine, and I was going as
What was their names?
I don't even remember.
Will you
Of
quit?
You
course
don't know.
Quit it.
Friend
What was,
one.
I do know.
What was I going as? I don't remember. I remember one guy was going as Jason, the other guy was going as an Egyptian pharaoh. I think I went as like
Ben
the
Cooper.
main guy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I think I went as him. That was when that stuff was popping off. And you know those take one bowls that everyone's like, oh yeah, take one, quote unquote. Well, we roll up to one of them, and
Like a candy
first
bowl.
guy, yeah, and
Okay.
it's this massive cauldron, right? And it's filled to the brim with candy. First guy walks up, he takes one piece. He's accurate with it. He's nice. He takes one piece. Second guy, me, I roll up. I stuff in my pillowcase with it. Third guy walks up, dumps the entire cauldron into his pillowcase, and we're making out like bandits. And then we hear the keys jingling.
You're a fucking shotgun going.
No, we hear keys jingling. We're like, oh shit, we gotta run. And they turn the door, and this old ass lady comes out, and she was like, "Why are you stealing from me? Why?" Are you... We were it was so scary. We're all running, and she chased after
scary.
us.
Aww.
And then she caught one of my friends and made him
She
give
caught
the candy
somebody.
back.
How did the old lady catch someone?
How did they catch your friends? Not
Was she bionic?
I wonder if she was really an old lady or if she was dressed up as one.
Wow.
Oh, that's smart. No, we had so much candy we were slowed down by her.
Wow.
It's
We were
like when
thieving.
Steven
Yeah,
goes
he had
to
change in his
the
pockets like
throat.
like Kramer from Seinfeld paying for calzone. Calzone.
And she caught the one buddy of mine and made him give the candy back. And then we're like, guys, that was so scary. We're getting like maybe 100 feet away from the house. And then
Put that back up.
What?
Willie turned into Will Wheaton.
Oh.
Shut up, Wesley.
the icing on top to that story.
man.
we had icing on top of that. We had a cop car pull up, and we thought that it was for us, and we started like scared, and then it slowly creeps up and it rolls down the window, and then he goes, "You guys want some candy?" And we're like, "Oh, he's not here to kill us. He's not here to kill
Oh
us."
I
no.
was not expecting that.
And we got candy, and we moved on, and I don't even talk to those two guys anymore. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Oh wow, friends
That's
forever.
Jail.
Yeah.
Friends to the end.
No, they went to jail. That was the good one.
Hey, we never did what you get.
No,
We
don't have to.
Fine.
Oh fuck.
It's fine.
Fuck.
She was
So,
guys-
Will,
we
is it true
skipped
that
over
that
what you
was the plot of episode 34?
Yo, shout out
of
to
That's
Derek
So
B for getting
Raven?
me this exclusive from.
Was it?
Save it for
Gone.
Just joking. No, that's
I mean-
awesome, dude. Thank you for sharing.
JD says she was the ghost of the woman that had all her candy stolen and was then killed. She now haunts all who take more than one candy.
Put the Snickers down.
Not you when you're hungry.
Snickers down. Snickers.
Will,
Snicker, I don't even know
what
her.
was your favorite Halloween costume that you had?
Favorite Halloween costume? Oh, maybe Star-Lord from last year. That was
Of
fun.
course, I
Nice.
fucking knew it.
Alright, so
I
showed up
for
to
last
a-
year, then.
I
So-
see,
rolled
you
up
could
to
have
the
backed
win-
that in.
I-
Back it in. Beep. Beep. Beep.
I didn't even go trick-or-treating this year. This was the first year I didn't go trick-or-treating. It's a very sad occasion.
Oh,
What do you like?
nice.
Because you're like 25 now.
It's the
That's it.
facial
Street is
hair.
broken.
I'm an
Street
old
is
man
broken
now.
He's a
Are
grown
you-
man now.
You
Look at
grew
him.
up. That's sad.
Starting to collect Social Security now. I'm so old, man. I'm getting Medicare. My grandkids are annoying me.
But I'm bummed.
He'll be
If we're
there.
looking
This
for
guy's
enough,
a regular Shicky Green.
if you're interested in what you get this week, my parents went to
No,
Disney.
we didn't do that.
Oh.
We didn't do that this week.
Oh.
We did not do that. Remember, I
parents.
just said we didn't
Alright,
do
as a
it.
guest,
Easy.
yeah,
I'm
we
so
were
sorry.
permitted.
Oh Jesus, we're gonna fucking pander to him. All right.
My
What'd you get?
So my parents went to Disney and they got this Coke bottle from Galaxy's Edge shaped like a little BB-8, and they got the Sprite one too.
Oh god.
Nice.
Oh wow, great. I can sleep
cute.
now.
Nice.
Looked like little Christmas ornaments. Yeah.
So in
I
the,
like
hood,
That was
in the
fun.
hood, we sell liquor and light bulbs. So it's
Oh.
the same thing.
Good idea.
Alright, Will,
Good
what was
idea.
your favorite Halloween candy getting when you said
Ooh.
trick or treat?
Twix for sure.
Twix are good.
That's the best one.
Now, do you like the left
Twix.
Twix or the right Twix?
Left. I'm racist towards right. I'm kidding.
Yo, why they gotta do that though? Why they gotta do that? Why they gotta do some shit like that?
Nah, to be real, I don't think there's any difference between the two. Some people claim
There's
there
no
is.
difference at all. It's
There's
just,
no difference.
It's just a fucking thing that they're doing.
I think if you Google it,
Well,
it's
look,
like
you try to
one
eat
has
a-
caramel
no,
and one
hey,
way.
there is a difference. You try to eat a right Twix with your left hand. It's tough, man. It's fucking hard. It's like using those scissors. They don't cut. You gotta have the
Yeah.
scissors with the green handles. if you're gonna be left.
Green
what's with
handle.
all
Oh,
these
the little
different-
child safety scissors.
Were you guys fan like so Twix has caramel in it. I wasn't like a big fan of caramel in my can.
I
What
love
about you?
caramel.
I can't taste the
love
caramel in it. I just like the
Give
chocolate and the
me
cookie.
a block of caramel the size of a fucking car battery, and I will chew on it all day long. Kraft caramels are the worst. They give. It's like you remember the Devil's Advocate. Give, but don't take. Remember Al Pacino when he did the speech? They give you these little cubes of fucking goodness, and they wrap them in this plastic that takes you 22 and a half minutes to open it up to just get 2.5 seconds of pleasure.
rough.
No, give me a bag of unwrapped fucking caramels, and I'm a happy fat bastard.
I think
You
can
can earn
that
your caramel.
plastic. I think that's edible plastic. You don't have to unwrap it.
No, you have to unwrap that. Believe me. I had a bad fucking. It clogged up the intestine. They had to throw a fucking hose up my ass.
Oh no, that
It's a
sounds
bad
terrible.
thing. And I was 7.
No.
Yeah, no shit. It was.
I don't
was
like
7.
I don't like caramels.
You
I'll eat the ass out of
nerd.
caramel though.
I could do it in like a Snickers.
You like you don't like caramel, but you like caramel.
Not by
What are you
not
saying?
I don't prefer it.
Aren't
I
Trying to, you're trying to be funny with the words
like
there,
in
B.
like a Twix bar at all.
Twix is great.
Milk
How about
Duds
a?
have caramel, right?
I like $100,000
I don't
bar.
like them.
A 100-gram
My
bar.
mom's favorite.
I like caramels, but I don't like milk duds. They hurt my teeth. It's
Just
like
out of
too
curiosity. Just out of curiosity, what age did all y'all stop trick or treating?
I
If you
just
even
got
remember.
back.
much. 19.
Yeah, probably. same
19?
as you, dude.
I'm
I
going
stopped-
tomorrow.
I'm gonna
8th
say my
grade
teen
was when I
probably,
stopped.
you know.
My
Actually,
day. I'm off
Those
tomorrow.
are
I'm
good,
gonna go
but
tomorrow.
the milk duds are gross
I
because they're
think I
too
snuck
hard.
one in freshman year, and then after
You know what
that
I
it
mean?
was.
Yeah, I
After
think
that, you
probably
just had too much
14,
shame.
13, 14.
No,
Like,
I
it's
had
like you can't hardly
different
bite 'em, they get
interests at
stuck.
Halloween time.
You know what I
got
mean?
You there. Got you there. That's what I was doing before this, and then I had to jump over and
That's what
get on
Mama
the-
said.
Yeah.
Left edible plastic. Blocked up my intestines. How old are you? I was 6.
Dust, I think you were eating your hand there for a bit, bud.
I'm
Parents have
serious.
been like,
I was
"What?"
19.
All right, guys. What do you think?
chat.
You want to open
I
the
don't
fucking? Are we done? With,
Yeah.
oh, wait, don't, real quick. Since Jeremy was late to the party here tonight, so we could tell him, we could ask him some of the questions. Favorite candy, trick or treat candy? Is that one of the things we talked about?
believe so.
Catch everybody up on
Yeah.
that.
That's what started the whole Twix conversation. Yeah.
All right,
Caramello.
caramel. And what were you? Favorite holiday special as a kid?
Charlie Brown.
Was
Charlie
it Charlie?
Brown.
Of course, yeah. Is that the only one you do remember? Or do you
What
remember?
about the Rankin-Bass Rudolph?
Relax, Willie Rambo.
That's
Relax.
Christmas.
That's not
That's
yet,
Christmas. We're talking. Do you remember? Because everybody else doesn't remember, but I do. I do recall. There's plenty of Halloween
What is
cartoon
it?
specials that were back.
Did
in
they
the
do
day.
like the?
They did a Garfield one. They did so many.
There was like a Jug House band or something. What was that? I don't know if it was around.
What's wrong?
That's Christmas too.
Is it
That was
Christmas
Christmas,
too?
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
Christmas too.
With the,
Yeah.
The
The one I
holidays are too
remember,
close.
and you might remember this one too, Jeremy, is The Worst Witch, and it had Tim Curry in it, and it
And my
was,
ex-wife.
and he sang a song, and it was
Anybody?
really fucked up.
Anybody? The worst witch? Anyone? Okay.
I got nothing.
No, okay.
No. What else we got? Rapid fire.
What else was there? A favorite slasher or slash horror type? Because we couldn't kind of like understand, like, okay, you're a slasher fan or a horror. You got Pinhead and all this crazy
Like when you were a
evil
kid
shit.
or now? That's
No,
what I'm
kid,
conf-
like
Okay,
growing
okay.
up, like everything that we do is growing up.
Dude, you remember the Freddy movie where it was like the Dream Child? Was that 4?
Third,
Those-
Was that
Dream Warriors.
No, the Dream Child. It was the,
The one
one
where
where his in the trailers he was in the church in the steeple and like over the baby carriage and
Oh, dude,
Um,
yeah, that shit was crazy.
Dream Child.
I remember
Friday.
I don't even fucking remember that shit.
sleeping on the floor and waking up to that being on as a commercial, and I've never been. I haven't slept right since. Like I still have Freddy.
That doesn't mean it
Krueger
scared
dreams.
you, but is that one of your favorites? Have you ever seen the
no,
movie?
no. What I'm
Oh, so
saying
you haven't
is
even
that
said you
ruined,
seen the fucking movie.
that ruined me forever because I was like a little bitch when it came to scary
Creep
stuff.
Show was good.
when I was like in, I don't know, 8th grade, freshman, like I forced myself to watch Scream around people because I didn't want to be that guy, and then I started easing into it a little bit more. But no, I don't know. I'm kind of partial to the Friday the 13th stuff.
All right,
was
yeah,
always
regular slasher shit.
I like a good slasher.
I said the
You
same
know,
thing.
I'm gonna say right now, like modern time, I will definitely say that if you've never seen it, it's one of my favorite Halloween movies to date. It's an anthology type movie, so where there's little bit of stories that all can come together. It's Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible.
Mm.
It's on HBO
That's-
Max right now. Everybody's waiting for the second one. It was the inspiration of Trick or Beat series.
Ooh.
Great fucking movie.
Is it really good?
It's good, Brian. It really is good, bro.
I haven't watched that in years.
It's on HBO
Like
Max,
15.
and everybody's been wanting a second one, but
I might
I don't
have
think
to,
that
yeah.
nowadays a second one would be
No.
as good as the writer is. He fucking nailed it, man. He nailed that movie. It's basically 5 stories all compiled into one movie, and it's done normally like what they do with that. They'll be like Volume 1 and Volume 2. There's a narrative that connects them all together, and it's so brilliant in my
Yeah.
opinion, and it's super well done for the time, and you could tell there wasn't for the budget also. It really is good. So do yourself a favor, and that little guy, that little dude is fucking incredible. I love that little dude. So
Sam.
Rock
You know what
Jesus
else?
is Tales from the Hood.
Creep
Stop,
Show.
bro.
Creep Show was
Yeah, the
my
old school
shit.
Creep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Creep's
probably,
good
that might be
too.
the first one I got into.
They were great too, but they were like, okay, here's story 1, here's story 2, here's story 3. With Trick or Beats is like, Trick or Treats. Oh wow, have another
Whoa.
one. 7.0 is in the house. They blend them all together, so it just seems like it's one big movie. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like Tarantino. Like it's Tarantino, like things from like the beginning or the end, and the end is the beginning, and it all comes together. You're like, holy shit!
Yeah.
I just got mind fucked. You know what I mean?
Will
But
it,
then
like,
again,
change
it's
perspectives?
separate. It's separate stories. You know, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like it changes perspectives, but it definitely jumps into other people experiencing things on the same night.
Okay.
And
It's all done on one
pretty
night. It's
awesome,
all
yeah.
done the same night.
So
and
it's like not in
everything like
order.
kind of, but everything definitely crosses over the stories
You know what?
of the other people.
We're gonna shut off the live. We're gonna watch it right now. So if you want to join us and watch it, no, we'll do a watch party.
Okay, I'm
We'll
looking,
do a watch party.
I'm looking up this Chica Stick stuff. People are it looks like
Chico
some-
stick.
It looks
It's
like
terrible.
beef
It's
jerky.
trash.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's like peanut butter.
Yeah, it's like a
But,
peanut
like, the
butter
picture-
wafery
like, the cross
type.
section looks like it's like a Slim Jim or something.
It's long. It's like a long
Yeah.
thing, but it's like it's trash.
I've never heard of this.
It's
All right, we were
trash,
supposed to
it's
have
good.
someone else
Peanut
in here
butter.
to join us to share a story. but
Alrighty then.
Jan, what's this?
he's MIA, so
Buttercrack from Philly. Ah, man. You know how certain areas have like special candy?
What?
Yeah, like you guys probably
Special
had
candy?
different stuff in Jersey than we have in PA.
yeah, it's
You know?
regional.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about like sciencey
Okay.
candy.
No, just different
Special.
brands and stuff
Brian,
like
take
that.
the
I think he's
mask off,
talking
bro.
about.
You're
Are
dying
you talking
over
about
there.
this? Are you talking about this,
Is that
Wayne?
Buttercrack?
Well, he mentioned it, so I figured I'd ask you. Yeah.
Wayne, is this what you're talking about?
Buttercrack.
Never seen that in my
Zittners.
life.
Wayne is from like out near Philly. That's where he grew up. So
Never
he
heard
would
of that.
remember that a little better than I do. But I know what he's talking about.
If I sit in the seat long enough, I'll get Buttercrack.
Yeah, Wayne. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Zagnut Butterfinger and Fifth Avenue had a baby, and you get Chica Stick.
All right. This is what we're doing right here, guys. We're going to keep talking and having a good time tonight. But if you want to join us right now, we got some spots open. We're going to throw the fucking link in the Realm of Collectors Facebook group.
Get in
Someone
there.
throw the link in there, and let's get people in there. We were supposed to have someone else for a story, but I guess
Let's talk Halloween.
I
Yeah.
have a ghost type story.
all right.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I
don't know if
also
it's
Alright.
scary or not, but
I have one too.
Hey,
It's one.
we're not. There's no time tonight. With no, if people got to leave, they come and go. Whatever we got to do tonight, Let's have a good time. It's Halloween. Let's enjoy this evening.
So,
Do you need me to free up the space?
Not yet.
You're okay for now.
Not yet. Oh, cool.
Okay.
We'll let you know when your fucking beard is annoying us.
So my weird ghost story is, this was in the early 2000s.
All right, his beard is annoying me.
Oh.
My stepmother and my dad kind of adopted.
Did someone throw the link in the group, or do I gotta do it?
And it's funny, the cat's name was Cece because he's
all right,
a
I'll do it.
cat.
I'll do it.
CC's Pizza.
You got it?
And so one night, my stepmom wakes up in the middle of the night. She was sleeping on the couch. For some reason, she likes to sleep on couches. I don't know what that is. But
My grandma was like that.
no, my stepmom did that. And my
said his grandma
stepmom wakes up, and the cat is sitting over by her feet, and she swears that she saw my grandmother sitting there petting the cat.
Ooh.
And so she's like, okay, crazy dream, whatever. Next day, they get the phone call that my grandmother died that night in a car accident.
Oh, my
Oh, man.
And she's like,
On
oh
Halloween?
my God, she came here to say goodbye to the cat. And I was like, that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Loki!
Yeah.
Get over here!
That's a good one.
Jesus, wow.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I don't think I got anything like that, man.
That's freaky.
shit.
You got
man.
Chan.
Right on Halloween, too.
I have two. One, I overheard my mom tell when I was a little kid. She was telling other older family members, and I wasn't supposed to be listening. So she grew up in this really old farmhouse. It was probably 200 years old at that point in time.
Damn.
And the room that was hers was a young girl's room, and she was killed in a car accident trying to run away from home, like down the street from the house. And if you stood where the car accident happened and looked back at the house, in the bedroom that was my mom's, which was the girl's room, you could see her standing in the window brushing her hair.
That's creepy.
Oh,
That is creepy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the other one, what happened to me. Like, it happened to me. So my grandparents, when I was young, bought this really old house that had partially been burned down and then reconstructed. They got a good deal on it, 3 acres of ground. It was a nice little place. The loft always freaked me out, though, and that's where all of the kids always slept. And one summer, I got in a lot of trouble because I failed out of VOTech and had to stay with my grandparents for most of the
What?
summer.
You didn't make any woodworkings? What did you do?
No, I took commercial art, and my teacher,
Oh!
we butted heads, and I called her a bitch,
Commercial art.
and she kicked me
way.
out. Anyway, I had to stay with my grandparents, and I was the only one of the kids that was there. And I was sleeping in the loft above my grandparents' room, and it was like this rickety old set of stairs that went up to this loft, and you could hear if any of us kids went up and down the stairs, and it always woke up my grandma because she was a light sleeper. And one night, I go to bed, and the next morning, it's like 5:30 in the morning, my grandmother wakes up because she's gonna go out to feed the chickens. And I was asleep on the recliner in the living room. And she was like, "How did you get down here?" She freaked out. She was like, she woke me up. She's like, "How did you get down here? How did you get down here?" And I was like, I don't know. Stop yelling at me." And she was like, "It must have been that little boy again. I know he's still in this house." And I went, "What?" So she tells me the story about the fire that happened and the little boy that died in the fire. Sometimes he moves things from the loft down to the first floor. And she said he must have... I don't sleepwalk. I don't remember this at all. I still have no idea how it happened. And my grandma, until she passed, used to tell me it freaked her out still. So,
Wow.
I don't know.
That's wild. And
It
you
was
don't remember
weird.
anything.
No, I don't
until they-
remember any of it. I have no recollection of how I got down there. And if I would have walked down the stairs, if I would have been sleepwalking, she would have heard me come down the stairs.
That's wow.
It was weird. It was so weird.
Sleep teleporter.
Yeah. Maybe I do. That would be interesting. It's these old houses. It's these old houses, Jay. I'm telling you, this weird shit happens in old houses.
Chan, I mean, there's
Jay,
nothing
hold my
older than
beer.
where you are right now, man.
You know, that's a funny thing. Like that. I don't.
That house must have
It's
energy.
not-
That's incredible.
No, it doesn't. I think that this place is cool. It's got peace. I like
I
it
was
here.
at your house that one time, and that the friend of yours kept saying that she was feeling spirits in there. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just the wine coolers that were in the fridge. She was feeling them spirits.
I don't have those kind of vibes in this house. I don't have any like.
That's crazy for the history that place has.
I've had a lot of like. I've walked into spaces and been like, I need to leave here. I don't like it here. But I've never felt that way about this place. It seems pretty
that's
pretty
great.
mellow here.
Yeah, wow.
It's good.
Well, I mean, if you felt that in other places and not there, that means that you do have a little antenna for that shit. You know what I mean? Like we all, as much as we think no, it's not really real or whatnot. If you feel it and it's that crazy, you feel it. You know. I sleepwalk sometimes. Oftentimes, I wake up in the bed with a plate of eaten cake next to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it, Dust. You walk into a space, you feel a weird vibe. You get around certain people, you feel a weird vibe.
Yeah.
There are people who are sensitive to these things.
Yeah, Chan, I think that's just it, though. I think some people are definitely more than others, and the people that aren't just think it's a bunch of hooey.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, dude. Like,
I'm scrolling.
I don't know that I'm necessarily in tune, but I can pick up some static.
Yeah, that's me.
dig?
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Right, she got a Chan's gummies. That's what it was.
That's
Chan,
what
is
it
there
was.
gummies tonight?
It's gummy time, people.
All right.
That's
We
my
pull-
favorite Halloween
We're
candy.
we're pulling that cheap shit for you guys that love that stuff. You gotta pull it out, man. You gotta pull
Gummy time.
all the stuff out, man. So, all right, the link to join us is in the Facebook group. If you want to pop in, got a scary story, if you just want to hang out and let us know what's your favorite candy, pop in and hang out with us.
Hey,
Dust, you say you got one?
We're gonna be here for a little bit. Scary story?
Yeah.
When I ran out of toilet paper yesterday, that's probably the most. No, honestly, man, the most thing, like when I was younger, the one thing that used to spook the shit out of me, and it wasn't anything that was paranormal or anything like that. My fucking stupid aunt took me to a movie when I was probably about 6 or 7 years old, and she was like, "Hey, it's just like Star Wars," and I'm sure some of you've heard the story before. And it wasn't. It was Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
That's not.
So if you ever know Close Encounters of the Third Kind, little kid being pulled through a window, lights,
Yeah.
and he's scared, trees going back and forth, big fucking aliens with big black eyes. That was not the movie for her to take me to. I saw those motherfuckers in my room until I was probably about into my early teenage years.
Yeah.
Everywhere, saw them everywhere. Yeah,
Traumatized
it was
you.
it was a problem for me when I was growing up.
That's
It
crazy.
was one. That was the only thing that I would say that fucked me up. You know, and I'm a Star Wars, I'm a sci-fi guy, but my aunt taking me to see that movie fucking ripped me up. No good. No bueno.
Terminator
for
2
you.
did that to me.
It's just like Star Wars. No, it's not!
Do you know
They're
which one-
pulling this little kid through a doggy door!
Can I tell you which one got me? Fire in the Sky. I could not even
See,
I
Chan-
had the
Chan-
hardest time watching
Chan-
that freaking
Chan,
movie.
let me tell you right now, Chant. Let me tell you right now. I stayed away from it for years.
Yeah.
And then being someone that's been hurt by alien type shit, I had to watch it, and I had to watch Communion
Ugh.
with Christopher Walken. I could see you. I could see.
Wait,
you.
what?
You ever see Communion? With
No,
Christopher
the part
Walken?
about you being impacted by alien. What?
What?
because of
because of the trauma of when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch those type of alien movies, and then I did when I was older, and it fucked me up even more. And then I watched Communion with Christopher Walken, and the alien is coming to get him, and the head goes on the other side of the dresser. He's peeking at him, and Christopher Walken sitting there goes, "I can see you. I can see you. You're coming to get me." Dude, bro. And I just saw King of New York. That's not the King of New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, alien shit just fucks me up. Like, not not that type of shit. But the big grays with the fucking head with the black eyes and all that shit. They've been haunting me for fucking years, bro. For years.
When it comes to me, I had one eerie thing as a kid, and it was Gremlins related. So, for some odd reason, my dad bought it was like a life-size figurine of Stripe, the Gremlin, you know, 5 points of POA type of thing. But he was like in a pose, and it just scared the shit out of him. My dad kept it in the guest room, and you know, that's where our train set was and all that other stuff, and go in there from time to time. But I tell you, man, whenever I entered that room, sometimes I would forget. And the way it was, you'd walk in the door and then you'd turn right, and it was on a bureau. And if you turned right, it was basically your back was to it. And like, I swear I would get chills. Like, if I turn around right now, that thing's gonna be moving. Like, Stripe was fucking freaky, man.
You just knew it. You didn't have to look. You just knew it.
So, yeah, and it's funny. It's like whenever I entered that room, I would enter it and I'd look at it, and it wasn't scared to look at. But then, like, when I would move in that room, I would never turn my back on that thing.
Like a Boo in Mario.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if I turn around, it's gonna fucking.
It's funny, man. We all have this fucking shit that we
just these little things, these weird little things.
You know what? You know what scared me was y'all know Goosebumps, right? You know, the mannequin, the Slappy, the mannequin thing.
That my sister did not like any of the Goosebumps stuff.
I still have all my Goosebumps, like the first 30 or 40 of them.
Dude, I'd be like looking behind me, like, oh, is he behind me?
You know what scared me as a kid was this crackhead called Booger that lived in the projects. He robbed everybody that came near him.
Is that Snot Boogie?
So,
no.
Booger. His name is Booger. We call him Booger. His name's Boog.
I vividly remember a dream from, maybe it was a dream, maybe it was aliens coming to get me, and that's how they masked themselves. But I vividly remember, like, a very off-putting 3.5 to 4 foot gizmo that would hide in my house and peek out at me when I was like in the corner of my eye, and I look and he'd disappear, and then he'd run and scurry like Alf was in the opening sequence of that shit. Like that shit still scares me, and I don't know why.
Dude, the shit that was never there, but you saw it.
Yeah.
And you swear you saw it will be haunting you forever, bro.
It still does.
Yeah,
I've got a few. I've got a few. So, you know, you talk about, like, Chan, the difference between something you're aware of and something that happened to you. So some things I'm aware of, like, we had this hill in my town where, you know, kids were drinking, blah, blah, blah. They died. If you put your car in neutral, it'll coast up. Yeah, we had those stories and shit, but I never knew anybody that actually, it was like a Ouija board. Like, everybody said it was real, but it was just bullshit.
Right.
And then there was the witch, the Bantam Ridge witch. And if Logan's out there, he might know what I'm talking about. But you had to go over one of those, like, steel bridges to get to out in the cut of the cut of the cut. And you went up this dirt road, right? And you couldn't turn around. You had to drive, like, up further to where you were in the woods, in the dirt, and then turned around there. And there was this house out just, you know, maybe 50, 70 yards away, something like that. And no matter when you went, there was always a candle burning in the top left window. And if you sat your car there and revved your engine, eventually the candle would start moving. And what I'm told is if she got to you, she would get in front of the car and scream, and she was this awful. I never saw that. I saw the candle moved, and we booked it the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
Like it was so scary. I was in tears. We were probably like 20, 21 at this time.
Wow, I'm crying at
I was in the
21.
backseat of my own car
you can get
I was
freaked out pretty bad.
like I wasn't driving. It was my car, and I'm like, go dude, motherfucker, go dude. This isn't funny anymore. Like for real.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Chen.
I felt the pinch, but I didn't see the witch.
What?
I see this comment here. Raiders of the Lost Ark gave me nightmares.
It did.
What's about that? Was it when the Ark opened?
The face
Yeah,
melted.
when things melted.
Yeah, when the Ark opened and everything went to fucking shit.
Yeah, that got me so
Yeah, that was pretty rough
bad.
also. That was, and I'm a little bit older than you, but we're not too far off. So, it's just, yeah, that was a tough,
horrific
watch for me,
moment
yeah.
in my young life.
Especially
when I
like
finally
coming
watched
from,
that.
and we were like, Star Wars is the best.
Yeah, no.
And then we got this.
Oh yeah,
we got
it was
Close
a lot.
Encounters. We got that. We got everything, Poltergeist, and everything that fucked us up afterwards.
Yeah.
And Poltergeist fucked me up too. The clown, the tree, the clown, the tree, and the little lady that said, "Run for the light." Fucked me up for
Come
years.
to the light, Carol
Yes.
Ann.
That's why I hate country fucking people.
Wayne brought something up because Jeremy said something about a hill out near where I used to live. Wayne and I were neighbors, and there is a hill out there that if you pull up in your car, it can happen right now. We can go there right now, and you put your car in neutral. You will drift backwards up the hill.
Yes, we did it.
You were there.
Yes,
You were
and
there.
it did it. It did it.
It did it.
It was the gravity hill.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude,
and there
it was
have
incredible.
been people who
neutral,
have,
and we went back up the hill. I'm
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing, JD?
Yeah.
Stop fucking with me." He's like, "Bro, I'm in neutral."
Yeah.
That's
And-
crazy.
And then
And it
there
wasn't
are-
like 2 or 3 feet. We
no.
went back.
You're going.
We
And
went back. Like,
And the
remember that.
further you go, the faster it starts to go. And there are people that used to put baby powder on the front of their car and said that you could see tiny little handprints.
yeah, I don't think
Because a school bus full of kids got killed at that intersection.
No.
Well, that's what happens when that happens. That makes a lot
I'm
of
It's
sense.
serious,
just the
man. I
fucking
can
gravity.
take you guys there
It's
tomorrow.
it's a magnetic line in the fucking earth that pulls things back. That's all.
So
It's wild. It's wild stuff.
Aluminum alloy.
Are we freaking you out, Willie?
oh, he's gonna have nightmares now. Look at what we did, guys.
I'm so sorry,
Willie's beard is freaking me out more than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I do unfortunately have
Yeah,
to go
good
help
beard.
my mom set down the decorations.
All
It
right,
was
see you
great
later.
talking
Bye.
to you all.
Yeah. Thanks
Thanks
for
for
hanging
coming
Sorry
out.
about that.
See
Thanks,
ya.
bro.
Bro, thank you guys so much.
Bye
for having me.
bye.
And
Goodbye,
Happy
Willie.
Halloween, y'all.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Oh. All right, Willie's gone. Not just
So-
fucking Willie.
So
By the way, this is that stripe that you.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
Yeah. I need to make a beat out of that. Yeah.
Do you have
It's a
another one,
chance.
Jeremy? Seriously?
I have one from me. So again, like I said, I don't know if I'm in tune, but I can definitely get some static. And I remember as a kid, I thought it was a dream, but like my dad's dad built the house that I grew up in, right? And I always had these dreams that this old man was standing at the end of the hall just watching me and shit. And I never got scared or anything. I was just like, and one day when I was, I don't know how old, I brought it up and my mom was like, wait, what? He was wearing what? And it was like, my grandpa or whatever. So maybe it's a dream. Maybe I'm making it up. Fair enough. Okay. However,
That's creepy. That's creepy.
And we could talk, dude. If you
I
want to
know.
get into some shit,
I can, yeah.
We could talk about some entity attachment and some real negative shit. Like I'm not. I don't want to come off as the crazy person, so I'm gonna stick with one that
Go
may
ahead.
be
What do you got?
relatable. So
Jamie's crazy.
ain't near me. So my buddy Dante growing up, right? We played basketball together. He was a little bit younger, but he lived up on this hill that is right above the 7-Eleven as it were now. But his house was like 80 years, 100 years old or something like that. And that 7-Eleven wasn't always there. But what is there in the backyard is like a mausoleum thing. And as the story goes, the kid that lived in that house when it was a Greek family that lived there when they built it. And this kid was riding his sled down the hill, and he got hit by a car and died, and they built this mausoleum and buried him there. That's what people say. I don't know if it's true or if it's not. But this dude was like always talking about how, you know, the kid was still in the house, and doors would open and things would slam shut, and I'm like, dude, you're bullshit. You're just trying to fuck with me. And people, I had it in my head that people were in on it. People that already gotten were like part of the joke now, right? So I'm gonna age myself here, but we got a bunch of St. Ides 40s, and
I gotcha.
I don't remember when it was, but we're
84.
You go down into his basement.
93.
Off to the left is his bedroom with a door. Off to the right is kind of like a family room type deal, and then there was another room off of that had washer and dryer and a bar in it, right? Door shut. So we're sitting there, doing whatever we do, and we're probably like 16, 17 at this time, and I start getting like, I don't know. I'm starting to be an asshole about it, and they're egging me on, like, if you talk shit to the ghost, that he'll make himself known. And I'm like, no, you guys are just fucking with me. Fuck him and fuck his parents and blah blah blah.
Blah blah. Yeah. You went off.
I went on a
He slimed
tirade.
me.
Listen, dude. Listen. I'm all for jokes. This was not a joke. Like I'm telling you, as real as I'm talking to you
real
here.
quick.
So
I love this. Continue, Jeremy. That was
I'm
fantastic.
sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I just.
That's great.
So as the night wears on and my buzz wears off, my gumption, my bravery starts to fade a little bit too. And nothing's weird. It's whatever. Everybody starts to kind of lull off or whatever. And there's 5 of us there, and 4 of us there. And I don't want to. I don't know how you guys did it, but it wasn't unheard of to have a bunch of dudes stacking a bed and whatever. Like, we didn't do anything. It was all over the cover shit, but like, I don't know, we just crashed that way, and it wasn't weird at the time.
Yeah.
So I made sure I was in the middle that night. And my one dude, Steve, was on the floor, and he was there all the time. He and Dante came up together, so he was well aware. And so what they did was, we said, look, if you don't believe us, dude's gonna get you tonight. He's coming. Like, you might as well get ready for it. So I went around, and in the bar stools, I lined up the bar stools on the cracks. I shut the door.
Oh, no.
And the rule was, if you shut your bedroom door, then he knows you don't want him to fuck with you, right? So, and he had a little sister that was friends with my sister, and like that was the rule, at the house rule, as it was known. So we shut all the doors, shut his door, put the TV on, and man, couldn't get to sleep. Everybody else is sawing logs. I'm like, man, I just can't get to sleep. And I get to that point right before I'm about to fade out, and I hear the loudest banging, like it's inside my head, just trying to get out. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh no.
And I can feel it now. Like, this dude, this kid has never left me. I can look. I could feel it in my teeth. Boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, dude's bedroom door flings open. TV goes static. It was on one of those infomercial things, try my product, and it just went complete static. I'm laying there. I get those craziest cold chill that just doesn't go away, and I feel something right here, just right here, staring at me, and I didn't have the sack to open my eyes. I just couldn't do it. I'm like sniveling, just like, I'm so sorry.
Right,
like,
yeah.
I can just feel it right here, and it's just the banging in my head is just louder and louder, and all of a sudden it's just gone.
Gone.
TV goes
Jeez.
back to normal. doors wide open. I sit straight up and I look over and dude's doors wide open. Got one. Everyone is where they were, seemingly asleep. Nobody moved. And I'm telling that story, and I can still feel it right now. So we get up first thing the next morning. Steve, who was on the floor, looks up at me, and he was like, "He got you good, didn't he?" I was like, "Motherfucker." We go and look. The bar stools, one's broken in half. They're flipped all around. The washer and dryer were like pulled out. It looked like somebody was trying to flip them. Like, legit most scared I've ever been in my
hold
life.
on.
man.
The dude
since
said
then-
he got you good, so he experienced it before.
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay,
The
okay,
typical everyday stuff that like my sister saw was like cabinet doors opening or like the silverware drawer shutting in. Like when
So
he
when-
was
when he
just
woke up, he's like,
around,
"Oh, yeah, he
not
got you
mad."
good.
Yeah,
He
when he wasn't.
experienced-
He,
he knew it.
being
He
the
knew it,
ghost.
yeah.
He knew.
Yeah,
He knew. And ever since then, I have a healthy respect for places where I get those bad vibes or how I interact with said bad vibes. So
Yeah, I mean-
that's me.
They say like some people are more magnet to it than others.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah.
there's a reason for that, and it goes like pretty much genetically through your line of who's in your life and whatnot. But you know, that's nuts, man. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, like basically
usually
like more
just-
force
I-
sensitive, you know.
I let these things kind of flow around
If
me.
you wanna
however they
nerd it
need to. I don't get involved. I'm not involved.
Yeah.
I've experienced too many weird things as a young person. I'm good, man. Like I just
Yeah, I
kind
mean-
of truck along.
I mean, growing up in the
La-la-la.
city, I mean, I grew up seeing a lot of things that weren't weird, but you know,
Right,
just city
right.
shit. But you know, when I moved to Jersey, things changed. You know, like just weird shit that happened in our lives. But you know, I don't know. It's just maybe it's just different environment. But
Probably. I think
Dude.
that's why most of the time when it comes to scary movies and stuff, I never got super involved because I felt creeped out enough in certain places that I went to as a young person.
Like there were places when I was a kid I just couldn't be. It was
Yeah.
but
And
it looks
do you
like I
ever-
completely killed the chat squad with that story. So my apologies, but that's my.
You got everybody creeped out. You scared everyone. Now everybody's gonna have nightmares, and it's all your fault.
yo, here's
Done
one
my job.
scary thing for all of us right here. How is it like when we're doing the news, the time goes by so fast, but when we're talking about scary stories, it's like, oh man, it's only 10 o'clock.
No, but people
we're
don't
doing
like to be
great.
scared most
You
of
look,
the time.
you're looking at the time like, oh my god, we've been
Time
doing
for
this all night. Like,
Transformers news.
yeah, you
There's
got the
no-
robot news, Brian. Brian, you got the robot news ready?
There's
No.
no grind.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
That's a
Jan, you know what time it is?
It's not Todd time. I know that.
It's not time.
Not the dirty time.
Next week, people.
Nope.
Next week. we'll
It's
get-
funny.
we'll
It's like
get
when
there,
we're
but
not
this
doing
is
the
fun.
news, we're out here on time.
Are we done? I don't want to be done yet. I just got here.
Yeah, man. No, I'm
Dude,
still here.
how
man.
about
Good, man.
my neighborhood?
I mean, we
got me a
posted the
little
link in
junk-
the group, and
No
I guess
Todd
nobody.
time? No
Yeah,
Todd
nobody
time?
wants. You know. So, you know.
Dude, how about my neighborhood got me low key drunk tonight?
Whoa.
Oh.
I walked up-
Nice.
Wait a minute.
Apparently, I have the look of someone,
Why you're trick or
that-
treating? Really?
someone that has an entire duffel bag full of Jello shots while walking around trick or treating.
Hey.
Looks at me and thinks, you know what? That dude needs a Jello shot of the 3.
Yes.
And he walks up to me. He was like, "Hey, Jello shot." I was like,
And he's a parent,
I'm
like
out.
like a regular
Yeah.
dude parent, like
a real
yeah.
parrot. I was like, I'm out. And he was like, "No, do you want one?" I was like, "Oh yes,
What do you mean?
yes, please." He was like,
So he
"Go ahead,
asked
take
you
a few."
Jello shot. You said, "Yeah, I don't got none."
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll take one.
I thought he was asking. I was like,
Yes,
"No."
sir. Can I have another?
Yeah.
Yes.
So and then I was like, I said to Katie, I was like, "Man, I wonder where those Jello shot people went." It was like 15 minutes later. I was like, I could go for another, and we go to this house, and they're like, "Happy Halloween! Hey, does any of the parents want some beer?" And I started walking up. They're like, "Oktoberfest, good for you." And this place had like full bars, like Reese Cups, Twix, like the whole bars. And they were like, "What can we get for you?" They had
2
liquor
Reese
options.
Cups per
I was
pack?
like, "Hell yeah!"
Well, Jeremy, you missed it at the top of the show. We were talking about. I had a trick or treater come by. It smelled like Baltimore. Well, his father, her father, did anyway.
Okay,
It smells like Baltimore.
Smells like Baltimore.
was that Old Bays and Harbor?
Oh, you don't
About that way. Yeah.
you don't know the joke of that?
Meth.
Apparently not.
Oh wow! Anytime you smell weed in the air, it smells like Baltimore.
Oh,
Shout to Energon Addicts.
What?
That's the whole point of the smells like Baltimore joke.
I guess I'm in on it now.
All right, now you know.
Adjust accordingly.
Now you know.
I gotta pee. Now you know.
too.
I'm gonna pee.
Gosh.
Piss break.
It's all the coffee.
Yourself.
Somebody said I had a
Coffee.
bowl.
The
It's my
coffee
bowl
or
of
is-
coffee
or is it
tonight.
something else.
All right.
Link is in the Facebook group if you want to hang out.
Wide cup right there.
Did guys,
Yeah.
what was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
Oh man.
Voltron
You were Voltron?
with the what's the dude that made the plastic with the
The Ben
face?
Cooper? You were
Ben
the Ben
Cooper
Cooper
Voltron.
Voltron?
Cooper, yeah, we were talking about that. Like I feel like all of us probably had the Ben Cooper at one point or another. So.
Oh, that was
Yeah, I
the hot
mentioned
shit back
that
in the
earlier.
day.
I will tell you,
Yeah.
I've had 2 favorite costumes. One was I had gone to visit my family in Texas, and we went to a Renaissance fair, and I picked up a Robin Hood hat. I don't know what kind of hat it's called, but it was like the pointed thing, and it had a feather.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was red and had a blue feather. I know.
Nice.
It's weird, right? And then I picked up a wooden sword and a wooden shield that had a dragon on the shield. My dad still has this somewhere, or it's in my crawl space. I don't know. I think it still exists. I basically I was like Robin Hood, but I was red and blue for some reason and not green.
That's cool.
Yeah, and my dad made me a quick mask out of felt, so it was like a Zorro type of mask type of thing.
Nice.
And he actually painted a dragon on this like blue felt tunic that my mom made. Like he just sat down one day, whipped out his like model paints that were like 15 years old, just fucking drew a dragon right on there, breathing
What?
fire and
Nice
everything.
memory, man.
I was like,
That's cool.
damn,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
That's
And,
fantastic.
so that's one, and then the other one, 1989. What was the big thing in the theaters? 1989.
You were Batman.
That was Batman,
That's right,
bro.
that's fucking
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
And yeah, my mom basically made that thing, and I think that still exists somewhere. I had she had the cowl, which we put like just a typical black mask, like velcroed underneath it to keep it on your head, and she made like the gauntlets, and they had like these plastic things in it to make it like spiky and shit like that, and the rest was just like a black sweatpants and sweatshirt with the Batman ironed on, and
Nice.
the cape and all that stuff.
No.
But yeah, that
No,
was,
yeah,
that was a lot
dude.
of fun.
I remember. Yeah, see, so now you said that. Like, I remember when that movie came out, '89, and it was so popular. So I remember like they did have a pretty official looking like Batman mask that kind of just went over your head, and it kind of just came over your shoulders, and then you just kind of had to figure out the rest of it. Which they had like another costume that you could buy like separately that kind of would probably fill it out, but you could get that like sort of like official mask like separately. So I kind of remember getting that back in the day, but besides like the Ben Cooper stuff, when we were like a little younger, I just remember like Freddy Krueger was always easy, like with the red and green sweater, and like at one point I feel like it was like maybe 88 or 89, 90, like around there, like they were selling the Freddy glove, you know what I'm saying, the plastic one and stuff.
It
like
was
that.
definitely 90. Like we
Yeah.
were
Yeah, that was
10.
big, man. You
But-
saw that
So,
everywhere.
Yeah, I felt like I was the man, like having that. So I know, like at least for a couple of years, I did Freddy Krueger for a costume, and then and of course the hockey mask for Jason was always readily available. So that was always easy to do, just throwing on a jumpsuit and the hockey mask.
Well, was that your go-to? What was your go-to for you guys as far as like the one you ended up doing more than once? Like
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that was yours.
Yeah, Freddy or Jason.
It was vampire for me. I feel like
Yeah.
I went to that.
I did
well
that a
few
couple
too many
times. Yeah. My favorite was probably, I have two, and I was older because when I was younger, I actually didn't get to trick or treat for a few years, and so the gypsy one I showed you guys a picture of was one of my favorites when I was younger. When I got a little older, I got to dress up like a punk rocker for the first time in my life. Like all the other girls I knew did it in elementary school. I did it when I was 17. It was like one of my favorite costumes. I like poofed my hair up big. I wore like the mesh tank top layers stuffs, and like I had a ball. It was so much fun. And then I want to say I was probably 19, and I went to a costume party with some friends, and I dressed up like Catwoman, and it was the greatest night of my life. I had so much fun.
That's awesome.
Was it the Holly Berry Catwoman costume?
No, it was more like regular.
Bro,
it was like regular. It was old school Catwoman, and it was really fun because I had like the whip around my waist and everything. It was cool.
Version. Yeah,
It was fun.
great.
That's Holly Berry. That was the worst.
At what point does it go from like dressing up for Halloween to, and this is more for girls than guys, but like I've been a slutty pumpkin once or twice in my life, but
Well,
like
sure.
at what point does it go from like nurse to slutty nurse, and accountant to slutty
To be
accountant?
honest with you, it happens really quickly.
Adulthood, baby. That's
It's
when you
like
get
as
into
soon as you
adulthood.
cross over from trick or treating to going to Halloween parties,
Go to
it's sort of an
parties as adult.
expectation.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Like-
It's funny. It's funny that you said that. I'm working on a project right now with someone, and when we're done here, I'm gonna drop the video on my YouTube channel about. You said nurse, slutty nurse. It's funny. Just watch the video, and you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. So
That's a good question, Jeremy. But I feel like
Since we're done here.
stuff like that is like, yeah, when you start getting into adulthood, and you're like, oh wait, I could do stuff like this now. Like I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Like my
Yeah.
parents not gonna say anything because I'm an adult. So I mean, of course I'm a dude. I never did anything crazy like that, but I feel like that, what you just mentioned, that's, when you start being in your
It's
early
a crossover,
20s,
yeah.
You know,
mid-20s,
I
you
really
start
appreciate
exploring
people that take it to the next level, and like as adults they move on, and like it's they really go the distance in that stuff. It's not for me. I'm not a big some of us are like we just do like costumes and whatnot, but there's people that go all out in that shit, and that's like a borderline like cosplaying. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I'll be
the
honest with you
cosplayers
guys.
out there are fucking incredible. You know what I mean? It's not even Halloween. Every convention is Halloween to them. So
JD is the first person that I have done like couples costumes with and had a ball. Like I've never done it before in my life. Like had to figure out like, oh, let's dress up like a plug in an outlet or her, whatever. Just
Wow, that's saucy. That was
shout out
was
to the
first one
plug
you came up
and
with?
the outlet. You
Yeah,
got me
yeah.
at plug. Just saying. Wow.
Look
But,
what
like,
you guys
it-
did for the wedding, though. I mean, like,
yeah, we had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun cosplaying together or just dressing up for Halloween in general, going to parties, whatever ends up happening. We did Kanan and Hera the first year we hung out together, and that was one of my favorites because I got to be green. I got to paint myself green. It was awesome.
JD went as the outlet.
It goes to the point of like some people do this once a time a year, once a time, Annie, Annie, once a time a year. But then there's people that like do this every weekend when they're going like conventions and doing things like that. So
you know what?
Dust, if I could live my life in a costume, I fucking would.
I wear one every day at work.
Yeah, we're all
Every
putting
day.
on that fucking mask, right?
Every day.
I was working actually on Saturday, and so somebody like
You bragging?
one one of my friends posted a live video on Instagram. It was like 11 a.m. and it was it looked like a rave, a Halloween rave, like
At 11 a.m.
in costume or whatever. And I was like, wait, it's only like 11 o'clock in New York. Like, where are you? Like, and they were like 9 a.m. banger party,
Wow.
9 a.m. banger Halloween party, and I was like, yo, that's amazing. I've never seen anything like that, but that seems so cool, and I need to do that one day.
Sounds awesome.
Definitely, bro.
I feel like though, and I know Dust, this is another thing I feel like we encountered in the city, so I don't know. I kind of want to get everybody else's experiences if they ever had to deal with it. But Halloween time in the city could also be treacherous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Motherfuckers with
well,
the
yeah.
Eggs and
Mischief
fucking,
Night, eggs,
the
car batteries thrown off the roof and shit.
Yo,
Yeah.
It's nuts out here sometimes.
Bro,
during
like
Halloween
growing up in the projects, like Halloween, I was home early because
shaving
motherfuckers
cream
are out
and stuff like that. The
punching.
eggs, like they'd catch you out there, so if
No.
you would, sometimes you could just be walking down the street.
Preteens, we
and
did the
you get an egg thrown at
preteens,
you.
we did the
Get
eggs.
out of here.
Preteen, we did the eggs, the shaving cream, and all that other bullshit.
Car hopping.
When I got into like mid-teens to like living where I lived, you stayed in the house because people were
You already
fucking
knew.
punching
Yeah.
people. They
That's
were playing
crazy,
fucking knockout.
man.
Knockout was a big game. There was just throwing car batteries and fucking couches off the fucking roof.
Nah, man. No,
The
I don't
projects,
know
man,
anything
you
about
did
that.
not. You stayed in. You stayed in. You took your sister trick or treating. 8 o'clock. We in.
Yeah,
We in.
Once it started getting dark,
We in.
Dude.
We in.
and
We
even
stayed in.
That wasn't a
Yeah.
guarantee.
Yeah.
Just walking through the neighborhood. So
And Jose, like you're from the Bronx, I'm from Brooklyn, man. And like it just was just like that, man. Like
it was.
you just left it alone because you know
See-
what, you weren't going out. And this is the '80s. I'm talking '80s.
This is like a totally different level of extreme as to what my knowledge has led me to on,
it was like
on
the
Halloween
Purge.
situations.
Yo,
Well, no,
seriously,
because
yeah,
like
well,
growing up in the middle of growing up kind of in the middle of nowhere, but in a neighborhood's one thing. But then going to the middle of nowhere and dealing with Halloween around people who are not afraid of the dark, who love fucking with people, and it's like there are no street lights, there are no nothing anywhere. Like it is dark. It is just scary anyway, and these people love hiding in the woods and fucking with people, and they don't even
I had those
care.
people.
Like there's no give a
those people
fuck,
growing
and it's a very strange situation. So like my knowledge of Halloween is just a different level than what you guys are talking about.
Well, no, like what else is like if you went out after 8 o'clock, you were gonna get robbed.
That's what we
basically
called it.
you're getting robbed. You're
We
getting
called it
robbed.
bombing. Like it was like
Yeah.
the egg shaving cream.
Well, that was the
You
night
had
before. That was the
teams
night.
of
Yeah, you had
people out
eggs,
there
and
that was
you know
just
when you were
catching
younger,
out there.
Mischief
you had
Night
the
was like
eggs and you had your
before,
shaving
Jersey.
cream. Yeah, you bombed each other. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
mischief night. It
As
was, they
mischief
called
night,
it.
yeah,
They
yeah.
called it mischief
Toilet
night.
paper in the trees.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, they call it mischief night. But Halloween
yeah.
in the city, if you were out, you're getting robbed. You're getting robbed. You're getting fucked up.
That's
you're getting
crazy.
Because
punched.
everybody's behind the mask. Who's getting caught?
No.
Nobody.
Yep.
Gets
See,
caught,
out in the middle of nowhere, if you go out Halloween after 8 o'clock, you're probably gonna shit your pants. Like that's a totally different thing.
Yeah, well, what's it about scary? The only thing scary about us was hoping that you got home to your fucking
Yeah, that's
get
freaky,
to your
man.
apartment. You're like,
That's
yo.
freaky.
Well, that was the projects, man. That was the
Yeah.
projects. It's just how it was.
That's the
I
different
mean,
kind
I'm
of
not
scary.
saying that how it was for me every day because I hung out with dudes and whatnot and blah blah blah. But you know, like it
always
was just
Halloween time,
it
you
was
just
a
had to watch
problem.
out. You had to
Yeah,
be
it was a problem. You had to watch out.
That one night of the year. You just,
Yeah, you just someone caught you slipping. They caught you slipping and they don't know you.
yeah.
They don't know you and they caught you slipping. There it is.
See, Dormammu, it's not all about the chocolate.
Bougieville.
Dude,
What? No fruit candy? All
I want
chocolate?
Reese's
I'll send
peanut
you some of my
butter cups.
leftover fruit candy. I think I
Peanut
got some
M&Ms. I
Twizzlers
want
left
the
and
good
some gummy bears and Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, man.
I was just commenting to him while you guys were talking. Do you guys remember
Tootsie
the
Rolls.
Tootsie, the fruit with the fruit ones?
Yes.
You remember
Oh
those?
no, they were bad. I didn't like those. I didn't
No,
like
those were awesome, man.
I just want regular
Yeah,
Tootsie Rolls.
the lime
man.
flavored, the orange.
Come
they were
on,
so
baby,
good.
Lime-
rip that baby. Tootsie
Lime
Roll,
flavored
da, da, da.
chocolate. That's weird.
No, they weren't chocolate. They were fruit flavored.
I want you to give me
There were Tootsie Rolls that were fruit flavored. They were super good.
Oh man, remember the Reggie
See
bar?
Tootsie Roll.
Cotton candy, sweet as gold. See the Tootsie Roll.
All right, man. Chan, you got your clipboard ready?
I have this clipboard. I've been looking at this clipboard all night. I hope that I didn't miss anybody.
That's the only thing we're doing from the regular outros of the night, guys. I can't. Where is it? Someone find the GIF.
Clip.
Yeah, if we're going
Brian,
weird,
what
we might
is
as well
that?
go weird
Oh, is that a
all
glow
the
stick?
way.
It is a glow stick.
I love
What?
glow sticks.
How well it's.
Where'd you get a glow stick from?
I love glow
bought them
sticks.
for my Halloween costume. But, it's kind of dead. It's not glowing
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
This red one, yeah. The yellow
There it
ones
is.
and the green ones are the best.
Not even in here.
Chan, who's hanging out with us tonight?
Tonight, for our Halloween special,
So special.
in the chat, we had Kenneth A, Toy Mafia, Lou, Wes, Scott M, Ricky, Dorkimus Prime, Logan, Dante Bio, Wolfie, Ash B, Dormammu, Dare 2727, Derek B, JG, Wayne, Pigment Surgery, Paul R, D Bangs, Mervine, Ryan, 7X, Dr. Diecast, Bigum, and Turtle. I don't know who you are.
Turtle!
but-
That's his name. That's going to be his official
Come on
name,
back.
Turtle.
Creepy.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. We should just have that every night for trick or
Was that
treatment.
Murtaugh?
That was Busta Rhymes. For Halloween 120, whatever. Busta Rhymes.
Sound like Murtaugh from Predator 2.
Hey, man. Real quick, before we get out of here, I forgot to say this in intro, but the homie God Bless rapped on one of the tracks in Trick or Beats 3, the Red Room track. It's now live and available. Go to his Bandcamp. It's killer, man. It's a killer track, so.
Yes.
Self-promotion. Cheesy self-promotion.
Yeah.
Cheap plug. Alright, so happy Halloween, everybody. Don't eat too much candy.
This is our first time here, guys. What's going on?
Brush your
What's
teeth.
going on? What's going on there?
Don't eat too much candy. And,
Yeah, without segments. This is where we.
Don't
I
eat-
guess,
we act without
wake
segments.
up with a
We have no
tummy ache
segments.
tomorrow,
There we go.
watch
I
that
guess
game.
Monday will be back on track.
Next Monday.
Back
yes.
on track.
All right.
I need to cleanse.
Off the rails.
Do you need some sage? I have
All right,
some.
guys. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Dustmightz. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight on this Halloweeny evening here in the ETR Halloween special. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook
We're
and
not doing none of that.
Bank.
We're not doing
Dustmightz
that.
and
We're not
whatnot.
supposed to do
that.
Wow. Oh my God.
Apple
we're not
Music.
doing
None
that.
of that.
Oh,
Amazon
shit.
Music.
Yeah.
I
Um,
do
my
want to
God.
plug that we have Figure
Go
Banging
to
this
the Bandcamp
Wednesday.
and download
Who?
Trick or Beats.
Fuck figure bagging.
Figure
Banging
Banging.
on
We ain't
Wednesday.
doing no
episode
figure
of
banging. We ain't doing
Banging.
shit this week. Ain't nothing going on.
Get in on the figure banging. It's tomorrow.
Ooh,
That's right.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
tune in
Bro,
tomorrow
that's
and
tomorrow.
Friday.
Banging this week. Let's
Fuck
go.
Friday. We ain't doing shit on Friday either.
Yeah.
I
Night,
Realm Hatton
people.
Project.
Happy Halloween.
Watch it.
Is
Do
that where
it.
this is the Happy Halloween No Giving Nobody Shout Outs fucking show. Thank you guys for hanging out with us in the chat.
Yo, good times, guys. Good times. Enjoy your candy. Be safe. Be safe.
Enjoy your candy.
Peace.
need myself.
Bye.
Peace.
See you later.
We can't say anything else on that.
Good
Do we
night.
have, I don't think we have a Halloween outro.
We don't.
I didn't make one. Did you guys make one?
On Instagram.
Did you guys make one?
Social
I didn't
media
make one.
channels, and we'll be back next week with a new episode.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Monday next week.
Monday.
Be here. Yeah.
Didn't rhyme.
I don't know.
Collectors on all social medias, people. Follow,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, man, you guys
subscribe,
are
all
the
that
worst.
shit.
Hell yeah, we nailed it.
Shout out to Tuesdays.
Happy Halloween. Later, yo. Later, yo.
Love you guys.
Yeah, hit the
Bye bye. Bye bye. Before we go out, Brian's
Oh
still.
my God.
Hold on. Before we even go out, Brian is still wearing the mask.
Wore this shit the whole night, yo.
Brian's still wearing the mask.
Good job, Brian.
Well done, sir.
And Chan's still wearing the wig.
Happy Halloween.
Say it with me now. Really?